live every night on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Think about it. We'll get into everything that we're going to get into as we go along, but I got to rant real quick. But why would you throw out an inexperienced pitcher in a game you're still close in? And I don't care what the record is. You show up for a fucking rivalry game. But he's actually talking to him constantly. That is a sign of a really, really good coach.
It's the ToddFox Post-Game Podcast with your host, ToddFox.
Because the only thing I want to yell is fuck! The only thing I want to yell is fuck! Welcome into Halos in the Infield, a post-game show with your host, ToddFox, and also along with me for the ride tonight to keep me somewhat okay if I have a stroke is James!
Hey, it's been good time with you the whole day, but the game did not go like we wanted it to, obviously. But I'm gonna let you go.
Oh yeah, I need to fire off. I need to fire off, and this is gonna be explosive diarrhea style because again, foul mouth. If you're driving with any kind of kids in the car, I would suggest to put earmuffs on, headphones, whatever you got to do, or just go to another room and listen to it because I got a rant to go on. And first off, before I do, I have to get out the sponsors, which I want to because they've been so lovely. 714 Tickets, 714 Tickets. They will sell you tickets at the price you pay as the price you see because they still love you and understand that you still have a heart to be broken by this Phalos team that loves to break your heart. They will still sell you tickets at a good price plus 10% off of any kind of Halos in the Infield mention in the checkout code in the on the checkout box, the redeem code or whatever it is. You get 10% off there. You enter in for a New Jersey, this, that, and the other. Then we want to talk about Noble Ale Works, $1 off, Heaty specials, always ask for Halos in the Infield, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm going to get on one. This, if you want to know what this season was in a nutshell, in a fucking nutshell, it was tonight's game. It was tonight's game. Every time we talk about make adjustments in the box, they don't want to fucking do it. You can always get the first or second guy on, but then you can't do anything else with it. Blake Snell was looking like a freaking ace the last 4 starts prior to this one. James went over his statistics in the pregame show and broke it down for you. He's been looking great. Damn near 45 strikeouts in 4 games. However, we Angels were patient until a point. It's like, oh, well, you want to throw that slider in the dirt? Fucking swing! And they strike out. You can get a couple guys on, but of course he's going to adjust to he's got to change his style now with base runners on, right? But no, you go up there as if nobody's on base and you could just free swing out half-assed, do whatever you want out there. No picture of Marcus Thames. No reference to Marcus Thames. No, like you could show Squid later in the game, but you don't show Marcus Thames. You don't show Phil Nevin. As the team is futile after futile situation, coming up just doing absolutely dog shit with runners in scoring position. Nothing. Randazzo's just off and on, just like he did in the Dodgers series. Dodgers have the worst bullpen. Talks it into existence. It goes the opposite way. Bullpen owns our ass. This entire time, Padres are playing down their competition. They can't score. They suck. They're under 500. They can't hit. They can't score. Oh my God, they're not gonna score tonight. Angels are gonna take advantage. Look what happened again. And look what happens tonight. Very first fucking inning, first pitch of the game. Ward actually does something at leadoff, hits a fucking double. Trout comes up, strikeout, walk. First pitch swinging after he's already thrown a lot of pitches, Blake Snell. Double play. Anthony, $38 million. I don't give a fuck about you or the fans, Rendon. That motherfucker just doesn't give a shit at all. Hits into a double play. 2 outs. Just like that. Ends the inning right then and there. Next inning, bottom of the first. Jaime gets the first couple guys out. Struggles with 2 guys. Bam! 3-run homer. Really not his fault. Just a mistake pitch. And I'm so sick and tired of our fucking soft-ass media going after the pitching. Every last time, they always attack the pitching. It was not the fucking pitching. And you're going to say, well, why is it not the pitching, Todd? They gave up like 10 runs tonight, Todd. It was 3-0, motherfucker. 3-0. The next inning, you get the bases loaded. Nothing again. 2 men on again. Nothing again. First and third, nobody out. Nothing again. And then it was bases loaded. You had 7 men left on in the first 3 innings. You did nothing. Shitty swings by Renfroe. Wallach standing there like Statue Stassi. It was pathetic. Nobody tries to sacrifice at all. And then Erica Weston actually says, oh, let's start down to Eric Weston. Erica Weston, what's up going on with Moniak? I thought he lived from the area. Shouldn't he be starting? Why can't he start against left-handed pitching? Oh, well, he can't start against left-handed pitching, and he's lobbying to play against better left-handed pitching. But our boy, what's his name, Blake Snell, is not your average left-handed pitcher, so we can't play Moniak, and we have to play other players and right-handers because Moniak can't hit the. If you can't hit Blake Snell the way he was pitching tonight, you obviously weren't doing your homework. You might look. It's maddening that you could do it 40% of the at-bats. And then when he switches up, you need to adjust. Marcus Thames, get off your fucking lazy ass. And then Phil, give him a fucking lineup to work with. Neither one of you dumbasses are doing your job. And Jaime kept you in the game regardless. Jaime kept you in the fucking game. He settled down. It was 3-0. That's not a huge deficit. You had 10... It was like 8 to almost 9 guys left on base by the time Jaime was relieved out of the game. And you were hitting into double plays. You just weren't doing anything fucking right. Then you say, okay, you give up a run. Jaime gives up the 4th run. He's still pitching okay. You're still within striking distance. When did they get the 2 runs? Because I forgot about that part. Was it the 6th?
Yeah, 6th inning.
All right, 6th inning, you score 2, right? Another thing that drives me abso-fucking-lutely insane. How is it that I played high school baseball, I played minor league baseball, I played travel ball, and whenever we would score a run or two, manager on 2 of those teams would come out and say, all right, guys, let's put a shutdown inning together. No runs. All right, 1, 2, 3, no runs. Boom, run out to the outfield. And yeah, it didn't work every time, but we weren't fucking giving up runs every time we fucking scored. It's a pathetic fucking team. You struggle to get fucking 2 runs, you get your ass right back in the game, and you say, no, give it right back. And you know why? Philosophy. Okay, philosophy already fucked this team by the stupid-ass lineup he put together to start the fucking game. And then you want to talk about more philosophy? You take Jaime out and bring another fucking rookie in straight out of Double-A who didn't pitch all that great when he was at home with a 5-run deficit. And you bring him in a game where you're only down 2. There's plenty of time left. Bring in anybody with a pulse that's better, that has more experience. No, you go to a goddamn rookie. And you wonder why and throw your hands up in the air. Nevin's punk ass was yelling at Wise. Did you see that? Did you see him yell at Wise? What the fuck are you yelling at Wise for? How about fucking yell at Thames? Or yell at a fucking mirror because you're a dumbass. I've had it up to here with Nevin. Fuck Nevin. He needs to get fired. The entire staff needs to be relieved of their duties except one Benji Gill. Everyone else can fuck off. I'm tired of them. This game epitomizes exactly the frustration of Angel fans every goddamn night. If the security's not fucking you over like me as a clown, taking away my thundersticks that I'm just trying to give the kids, for fuck's sake, this shit happens. At least give me some winning baseball. I know you're a fucking cheapskate, Artie. You fucking gave the hope. You take away any hope of an Angel fan. I swear to God. If it's not the goddamn injuries, this punk-ass team oh, my hand. Oh, I can't play. Rendon always on the fucking IL. Now it looks like Trout's going to be on the IL. We're staring at Squid right there for no fucking reason. And you bring in Tucker Davidson and a rookie. Oh, yeah, that's going to keep us in the game. And even when it's 6-2, we get a run back. Give the shit right back. No. We can't stay that close. And again, Wayne Randazzo keeps talking. Oh, San Diego. Oh, they can't hit. They scored 10 runs tonight, Wayne. You might want to save your comments for later. Oh, but no. When the game starts getting out of hand, what do? We can't talk about Angels baseball. No, let's go to this. Hey man, check out the munchie meal, $14. Yeah, I'm Snoop Dogg. And then you get Gooby coming in there 6 times a game. Hey man, I'd love to have that guy back in Angel Stadium. He's got to have him coming up in the booth, and he got to get Snoop Dogg in Angel Stadium. That's gonna be great. And then it's like, oh, the game's getting out of hand. Let's start talking about hey Gooby, when does they play again? When do the Angels play? Well, guess who plays tomorrow night? It's Shohei Ohtani. Hey, let's show Shohei Ohtani down in the dugout. Hey, notice Shohei Ohtani has 31 home runs. Hey, let's go over to that Whopper commercial after the suicide commercials played twice in a row. How about that? That's a great way to get the Angel fans all hyped up. Oh, wait a minute. Did you hear about Snoop Dogg? Snoop Dogg has that $14 munchie meal. Oh, wait a minute. Shohei pitches tomorrow. That's the last 3 innings of the game. That's basically the last fucking 3 innings of the game. I mean, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. It's the same shit every night. And again, Farty can be the worst owner of all time, and he probably is ranking up there in the top 5 by now. And if you want to screw over your fans by only giving 25,000 bobbleheads to a projected sellout crowd and ask them not to be angry, ask them not to be pissed off and start fights with the ushers, ask them to be cool with not getting what someone else gets because they couldn't get there on time. Fuck you, Artie. Spend a little bit more money and get 45,000 to serve your fans, asshole. And I got mine and I'm pissed. I'm pissed for all the other people who didn't get theirs. I'm pissed off for the kids that didn't get theirs. I'm pissed off for the fact that you're so scared of other people coming in, giving away shirts and other shit on their fucking dime. Our fucking dime. Fernando's, mine, James, Rob's, Courtney's, everyone who pitched in. We pitched in to give away shit to the kids. And you said fucking no. So if you want to be an asshole, at least put a good goddamn team and coaching staff on the field. So if we can't have fun at your fucking ballpark that's falling apart, at least we can have fun on TV and watch them win. Or watch them win in a dilapidated piece of shit stadium. By the way, I love Anaheim Stadium. But no, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off, man. This is one of those games where I'm over the limit. I'm over the fucking limit. It's maddening. What are the stats in that, James? Because I need a break real quick. What are the fucking stats? Left on base, all that shit.
All right, so for the Angels, they were 4-16 as a team with runners in scoring position, 14 left on base. I know that made everybody angry. Ward had a couple of doubles. Renfroe had the home run. But Rengifo, Trout, and Ward each had an RBI tonight. Getting to the pitching, let's just say Beria got the loss, but he went 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 on runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts. That's enough to get a win. And then Medeiros came in, that rookie you mentioned. His inning of work, he didn't get an out. 3 hits and 2 earned runs and 1 walk. That was unfortunate. Davidson gave up 2 runs. Bachman also gave up 2 runs. So nothing of the pitching went well. And the offense countered that by not getting any runs in. Or enough runs in, let's just say. Hitting-wise, Ward and Trout both had a couple of hits. Escobar did as well. Rengifo kind of shined tonight with 3 hits. He had the home run. Moustakas pitched, hit later, and stayed in the game with 2 hits. But that's pretty much it. Strikeout-wise, Wallach was caught looking one time in a big situation.
Oh, yeah.
Renfroe kept getting fooled by the breaking balls that
slider.
Snell was throwing. And it was like breaking. It could be a curve, it could be a change, it could be a slider. But man, every time you were mentioning, hey, that pitch is not a strike, but they were still going after it. And that was all the right-handed hitters, honestly, for the Angels tonight. Trout struck out twice. Renfroe did. Wallach did as well. So that was horrible to see in those big situations. The Angels could not come up with anything. And we mentioned early in the pregame show and also in the Heedy flagship podcast, hey, both of these teams have a trouble getting runners in from scoring positions, and it showed tonight with the Angels, but not the Padres, as they had their fun.
Oh yeah,
with the bullpen.
They did whatever they wanted to. You saw pitches up in the zone, first pitches. That's fine. You know, the bullpen gives up runs. At this point, it's like, fuck it. You know what I mean? They have to play perfect, and that's why I get mad at Angel fans when they attack the bullpen, when they attack the pitching staff. It's like, no. We're giving up 3, 4, 5 runs a game. Even if Sandoval has a bad game, if he's having a bad stretch, fine. You could be mad at a guy like that who's carried on, but you know, other guys have shortened up. They've pitched tighter. They've pitched with more willpower to keep the game close. They're keeping the Angels within striking distance. It's the fucking lineup that's not doing shit. It's Marcus Thames who's failing as a first-tier hitting coach with the Angels. If his ass is not fired, if Nevin's ass ain't let go, if all these guys, I'm even done with Matt Wise. Okay, I get he's got a rapport with the team, the pitching staff or whatever, but no, he cannot survive another what do you call it? He can another coaching change, carousel, whatever like that. We've got to start fresh, start new, and this is some shit that I'm just sick and tired of seeing, man. Because you can go down the list. We watch the MLB Network, and we're watching other teams score runners in scoring position. We watch the Miami Marlins, who have a no-name hitting squad. They have Chisholm out. They have a lot. You know, all they have is basically Soler, and what's the guy who Arias and players like that. But those are all hit-to-contact hitters. You know, they steal bases. They go from first to third. They do the shit. Look what happened with stupid-ass Ward tonight. I didn't even get into that. Dumb fuck is at that play that they called him safe. He stutter-stepped if you watch the angle from behind the catcher. He stopped for a second and then took off. That play should not even been that close at second base. Okay, so he gets out of it, and he's safe at second base, right? Trout comes up next batter. Single up the middle. There's nobody behind him. Absolutely nobody. There's one out. It's going to go to center field, stupid ass. Go to third, round third, and score. Dumbass goes back to second and then jogs to third. Fucking idiot. Even when he does shit right, he's a fucking idiot.
So Fernando mentioned on Twitter on the Halos in the Infield account, he said, so much not to like about this lineup. And he said that about 7 hours ago when it came out. And eventually it was right. And I think it started from the top. And it's funny because Ward started out with a double, to start the first pitch of the game. Talking about the Padre hitters, Bogarts was a triple shy of a cycle, but he did get a walk with the single, double, and a home run.
And what about Cronenworth? Batting 209. What did he do tonight? 3 RBIs?
2 hits, 3 RBIs. Bogarts drove in three. Tatis also drove in 3 with 3 hits.
Guy who was struggling coming into this game as usual.
And then you mentioned this. If you're worried about the bottom of the lineup, right? 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
They all went 0-4.
Okay.
But that top six,
top of six
did well.
What the fuck?
Yes.
So if they went with your philosophy and got everybody out there, it would have been fine because nobody hit on the bottom of the lineup. I mentioned Grisham and Carpenter. They're free swingers. They would fit the Angels very well.
Yeah.
Where it would just be pop-ups and ground outs. But let's get to the pitching of the Padres. So
let's do it.
Blake Snell, damn it. Blake Snell, he had a high pitch count throughout the game. Every inning, it always seemed like he was in trouble with all the runners and scoring position.
And can I say one thing real quick with Blake Snell? The only thing he resorted to when he got runners on, and this was pathetic, inside fastball, curveball, or changeup in the dirt. Those are the only 2 pitches, and yet those 2 pitches that he kept throwing with runners in scoring position effectively worked every time almost.
Yeah, that is pretty bad. I don't care if it's a different league, if you don't play someone, often. There's film on everyone.
Especially him by now.
Yeah, and you had some time to look at his tape and see those curveballs, see the breaking balls. It's just a thing where, hey, as a batter, you're just ready for anything. And if it looks good, you're going to swing. But it's a theme. Anyway, Snell, he went 100 pitches just in 5 innings. And
Exactly.
That's just the new way of doing things. 7 hits given up, but no earned runs. He did walk 4, but he struck out 7. And then the bullpen came in. Tapia also gave up 2 runs, but Hill gave up a run. But other from that, Cosgrove, Martinez, and Hader. For some reason, Hader came in the 9th. He must have not had a lot of opportunities in Cincinnati because the one win they had on Saturday was a blowout. So he didn't pitch, I guess, that whole series in Cincinnati. That's why Hader was in. But, yeah.
But all them pitches, and how many hits did he give up?
7.
Okay, so 7 hits and 100 pitches, no runs. He had 4 walks, and he still was able to look over to the Angels dugout and say,
"You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir."
and all Nevin could look at Wise, instead of looking at Thames, he looked at Wise and was like,
You son of a bitch.
which makes no fucking sense. Motherfuckers should be yelling at Thames. Thames should be yelling at Nevin. And yet he's like, "Come here, pitching coach. You put the fucking idiots in there to make the score get out of hand. It's your fucking fault."
By the way, the box score, the Angels 3 runs, 14 hits. 14 hits and 3 runs only, no errors. The Padres, they made their hits count. 10 runs on 12 hits and no errors. Just the opposite of what can happen.
And look, see, this is what when he's yelling at freaking Wise is like,
What the fuck did I do wrong?
you know,
That's a new one.
yeah, it's like, dude, I get it. Wise can be blamed too. I'm not taking him out of the thing because, again, I think he should be fired too. But fucking Thames, dude, because again, Thames preaches swing early and counts. And when you like Rendon's like, okay, I'm like, he's struggling with the bases loaded, and you swing first pitch like a dumbass, double play. And of course, we all know Rendon doesn't hustle. So I mean, the moment the infielder grabs the ball, it's like double play.
You don't got to run.
You could turn the TV off. You know it's going to be a double play.
You mentioned the rookie pitcher that was brought in a big spot to hold down at least keep the lead where it is.
Yeah, way to help his
Deficit where it
confidence.
is. Victor Maderos, yeah. And you mentioned he came from Double A, and it reminded me of Silseth, but Silseth came up to start.
Notice he's been a little fucked up this year too.
Yeah, that's the reason he's not here, or else he would have been here right away.
Yep.
And or back right away, I should say.
And we're not even winning. We're not even doing this.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there.
Not really.
So the score was 10-3 Padres. Angels at 45 and 42. They refused to gain ground because Toronto was idle.
And you know what?
Texas lost.
And you know what? I'm getting sick. I got lit up so many times when I started to say Texas was going to come back to earth. Everyone said Texas is going to run away with the division. What the fuck's going on now, guys? Houston's right behind their ass. And you know what? Houston's got a cheap-ass team to play next. And
Colorado.
And the Rangers are going to be playing a good team. Mm-hmm. So watch how fast Houston's going to jump these assholes. And it's going to be right after the All-Star break.
I did mention with Texas, I knew Houston was going to win the division. I just thought Texas would finish better than the Angels, and Seattle would too.
I had faith in this dumb team because I was like, oh my God, despite Nevin, they're still going to win. Watch out, guys. I was honking my honk, dude. I showed everyone my honk. And I thought for sure the Angels would finish ahead of Texas in the long run and grab a wild card. Now I'm starting to be like, I'm at 10% with that. I'm even lower with Shohei Ohtani staying. I'm opposite honk right now. Mm-hmm. I'm pissing off Roger.
Anymore. I just can't. And they can fire me if they want.
Fuck you, Roger.
I can't sit around and listen to negative phone call after negative phone call. If you're a so-called Angel fan, if you're a Halo honk for life like me, then shut up.
Fuck you, Roger.
Sosha's gotta go.
Nevin's gotta go.
It's this guy's fault. It's that guy's fault.
It is their fault.
Forget it. Let it go. We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, season starts tomorrow, assholes.
By the way, I think you mentioned or somebody else, whenever the Angels play a struggling team, that's when that struggling team breaks out.
Yes.
Yeah, it seems like that might happen with San Diego. Quickly, let me get Ohtani starting tomorrow against Musgrove, the homeboy.
Wait. What did you say?
Oh, Ohtani starts tomorrow.
Okay.
Remember the 6th inning, I think he first brought it, or 7th or 6th inning, he brought it up.
Yeah, it was after the 3rd time that Gooby's like, "Hey, we got to bring Snoop Dogg back in the back into the dugout here at the Angel Stadium. I got to get him in the booth. He's gonna be awesome with me and Snoop Dogg."
I mean, he doesn't. He's too high to watch.
Oh, dude.
Okay, so Musgrove and Otani tomorrow, and then was it Sandoval, and that might be ugly for the last game of the series against Seth Lugo on Wednesday. Tomorrow at 3:40, 5:40 on Wednesday. Would you want me to read all the comments?
Well, yeah, we're gonna get into some comments here in a minute. I got to get into the Stamos. Let me see those stats. Let's see. There's so many.
Bogarts because he was a triple.
Yeah, there was Bogarts. It's hard to say.
That'd be mine.
You know what? Fuck these guys. I think I am gonna give it to. Well, yeah. Let's do it. Season starts tonight, guys. Remember that. No matter what happens tonight, I want you guys all to go to bed, say a prayer, and say the season starts tonight. If you have a voodoo doll of Roger Lodge, please stick a lot of pins in it. Okay, so tonight's player of the game, due to all kinds of ferocious hitting on the field by the Padres who can't hit, it's going to be our guy, Xander Bogaerts, the high free agent hitter that was batting .240 before the game, or .245. He's now batting .259 thanks to his almost cycle tonight. Good job. Season starts tonight for the Angels. Xander Bogaerts gets your... player of the game. He gets that beautiful young blonde or golden Stamos that you could shove. I mean, that you can put on your mantle. So here we go now for Nacho Night.
All the cheese, all the refried beans, all the onion and tomato and the guacamole, all the beef and jalapeno and the sour cream, all the nachos.
Right away, since if you haven't heard the rant all the way through or anything, I think for me, if you don't know, then you don't know. It's gonna be Phil Nevin, Philosophy himself, and Marcus Thames tonight. I mean, this is embarrassing. Okay, I get having a bad month of runners in scoring position. I get not being able to hit at a certain clip, obviously, because of personnel and things like that. We understand from last year. Last year, you can tell why this team couldn't score runs when you have dumbasses like Squid and freaking, was it Mayberry or Mayweather or whoever the hell that dude was? I don't even remember their names. They're like janitors now. They're not even in baseball. The guy from freaking Kansas City. Yeah, see, you're not even remembering it because they're household names. That's how good they were. But that lineup was shit. And we have players up here who can hit, and they're just refusing to do the things that are needed. This team doesn't want to do fundamentals.
MJ Melendez.
One
of those guys.
But we have so much talent. There you go, Mayfield.
Oh, I thought you meant Kansas City.
No, I'm talking about Angels. No, there's talent up here that can hit. I mean, Renfroe hit other places, but when you got guys quitting, and I'm going to call him a quitter finally, and that is Rendon. He's a fucking quitter. He's a quitter with a capital Q, and he doesn't care. And we've known that because Epler just signed anybody. He's a dumbass. That's why his Mets are failing. Because he's a fucking dumbass. And at least with Perry, some people don't like the way he controls the bullpen or does certain things. But you know what? He's fucking putting together a better team. He just hasn't put together a coaching staff yet. So we don't know if he's a good enough general manager to do everything right. Because he's sure as hell not calling up Cabbage and Adele. At this point, get me Ward on the freaking AAA bus. Give me some Adele. Give me some Cabbage. I don't want Renfroe, my right fielder, my best outfielder, playing first base. While you have lazy-ass Ward in left field. That's all I'm going to say about that. I mean, I'm sick and tired of seeing this stuff.
By the way, Sam Blum tweeted out, Mike Trout said his left wrist is still in a lot of pain. Remember, he couldn't finish the at-bat after the swing. He's waiting on the results of the x-ray. Said he's hoping it's just a sprain, but he acknowledged that he's really concerned right now. So we couldn't tell, maybe you could in the comments, if the ball hit his hand while he was swinging or he just swung himself and it something maybe came out of place or something, tore.
It might have been a combination of those things, or he's swinging too hard, and he could have pulled something in his wrist, or he did foul the ball, right?
Yeah.
It maybe a certain concussion along with a wrist movement, from the bat did something. Who knows?
Yeah.
But if to lose him to an injury like that, then there you go. You know what I mean? Like that's just the epitome of Angels luck right there. So there's your Stamos. There's your Nacho. Let's get into some comments, shall we? Because I'm pretty sure you guys and gals out there are going to be pretty animated. If I can get this thing to stop being stupid, I'm trying to get the comments up there to the top because we got an awful lot to get
for you.
Go ahead.
All right, so Ryan R says, fuck! Ray Ochoa is saying, Angels are done. They have nothing going for them. Ryan also says, the real slump buster showed up. They may even have woken up the 2022 Padres because they made the playoffs. Josiah is saying, why would Nevin put in a rookie in a close game? And we mentioned that with...
That's in the freaking intro of the damn show.
Yeah, I was going to say that earlier.
Yeah.
Lakers fan in Japan saying Trout should skip the All-Star game if this injury is minor. Adrian Olovis says, bro, how? James Malou, and shout out to you. 14 left on base is not going to get it, not going to cut it. Adrian also says Nevin pretty much gave San Diego the win with the lineup, and that's again what Fernando tweeted out 7 hours ago.
Yeah, he wasn't liking that lineup from the start. So, and it's like that meme I put up on Instagram with the count. He's like, "How many strikeouts, kids, did they get tonight? Or men left on base? 1, 2, and he went on to 13 or 14. So 14 men left on base.
Anything double digits, put that up there.
Oh, it's pathetic.
Anna Orgrill saying, "Good fucking riddance, we suck." I know everybody else is thinking that. I think it's Grill. Josu saying, the Angels really hired a hitting coach who got fired from the Marlins because he was bad. Now look at Miami; they are a solid hitting team. And
so true.
All they did was hit base hits.
Yep.
Like solid base hits.
We watched them come back against the Cardinals tonight. What was it? Doubles and singles and stolen bases.
And their bullpen held on 5-4.
Solid team.
And they're one of the wild cards.
And they're probably going to add players while we're over there selling like dumbasses again.
Yeah. Ryan also mentioning playoffs. Playoffs? Are you fucking kidding me? Playoffs?
Oh, yeah. Let me press the wrong button right there. Where is it? I can't even find it, dude. Is it?
No, it's down. Sorry.
It's down.
I've never.
It's right there.
There it is.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me?
So Lakers fan in Japan saying Wallach should only play Ohtani pitching games and only bunting.
Yeah, I would like to see him bunt.
Anna's saying frauds, failures. I won't read the other one. Adrian's saying, I hope Trout is not out. Oh, I hope not. And that's the thing we thought right away.
Yep.
James,
and if it would figure right when he gets hot, right?
That's right. James Malou saying Trout said he felt something in his wrist and he's going to get tests done. Yeah, we'll know more tomorrow. Big Hammer saying, oh, yeah. Should say, oh, no.
Just an option said balls. Wait. Bad game. Season starts tomorrow. Balls, and we're winning the World Series.
I was pretty cocky.
I want balls and
World Series.
Jason Malou saying Trout. Oh, no. He said, okay. Cesar Lopez, shout out to you. He says Nevin is garbage. Hammer saying we should have won, but maybe not with that lineup. Sports news.
We should have run. We lost by 7.
Yeah. That shows you weren't watching. You were busy doing something else.
He was busy getting hammered with Shirley Temples.
Oh, boy.
And a bunch of...
Sports news saying every time the Angels are losing and Bally Sports team plays makes me want to get hit by a car. Same.
Yeah, it's like, hey, guys, we're only down 6 runs. We'll be back. By the way, Shohei Ohtani's pitching tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, Anna mentioning, why am I whistling the damn thing? Anna saying, tell Mike Trout to hit the fucking pine. Also, Grill says, Shohei Ohtani sucks at hitting. No, he doesn't. Adrian says, Anthony Rendon. Anna says, nobody knows how to hit. Also, Ryan R. says, Q, the
Savage Garden.
Yeah,
why
salvage
not?
the season.
Oh, we're crying. Oh, where'd you go?
Life's got the job.
Ah, come on. See, we're even getting cock blocked on the advertisements. Hold on a second.
Clearly.
Get to a couple more of these comments and I'll play some more.
What was it? Anna, Fernando saying, glad I paid $115 per ticket in the nosebleed seats.
That was well worth it.
To watch the shit show. Now I get 6 hours of sleep before he drives back to Texas. Thanks, Angels. And it always seems that way with something you do with this team and you plan it out.
Oh, yeah. If you try to plan something out, like, say, for instance, a tailgate, the own team tries to fuck you over.
The sky falls down on me.
It already has tonight.
And when the stars are shining brightly in the velvet sky, I'll make a wish, send it to heaven, then make you want to cry.
Damn, that's deep. He's going to send a wish to heaven to make you cry. Why would he want to make you cry?
This feels like hell watching this box. Man, I can't believe that's the dude. I said that's a young Peter Griffin, and I can't believe that guy's singing. You mentioned like that one day.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's his voice.
I know. And Phil Nevin is a...
Anna says, this team is ass cheeks. Delete them. Just an option saying, you are right, Anna. Shohei sucks. We need to trade him. Anna also says, this is how we are going to become sellers at the deadline. The end is near.
This is how we do it.
Adrian mentions trade Renfroe and DFA Rengifo, even though he homered tonight and 3 hits.
James is like, cue the Bally's. Well, yeah, you mentioned Shohei. We have to. Every time there's a comment of Shohei.
Matt or Grillmaster says, what's a bunt? Wait, you try to get the run over and you just bunt
And
the
by the way, real quick, if you guys were not, if you guys were smart enough not to open that Shohei Ohtani Mike Trout box and maybe open one of your kids or something like that, if you were lucky enough to get one there the other day, I'm telling you, this guy right here and a couple others were telling me that those were already going for $100. So hold on to him to the time that he's traded to the next team.
How many weeks?
Oh, to the end of the season. Wait till the end of the season and then put it on eBay. I'm not going to keep mine. Fuck no. It's going to be like $400. I got mine.
I can't wait. I have 3, so like if anybody's trying to buy it at a good price,
$200.
holla at your boy. Yeah, $200. Let's make a deal. I do payment plan too.
45, I see 95.
We should get Jim.
Oh yeah, there you go.
To do that. Anna's saying Snell wasn't strong tonight, and we let him blank us.
Incompetent at his finest.
But Snell, that's his starts. I mean, I watched Padres a lot in San Diego, and that's how he's been, all of his starts. But this was the worst he pitched in the last 4 starts. Let me just say that. AC saying Shohei must be traded. Now, Sports News saying probably an 80% chance that Joe Odell will join the roster. By the way, he hit his 23rd home run tonight. Down in AAA in Tacoma today. And
and the other thing is Cabbage has got 22, so he's right there with him, and he's got 22 stolen bases. I bet you that shit stops when he comes up here.
Like, we don't run up here.
Hell
no.
Try.
They're gonna just try to hit the ball over the fence.
Nevin's gonna be like, you get on fucking first base and you stay your fucking ass there. And that's probably what happened. Ward hit that one down the line, and he's like, am I supposed to stay here or am I supposed to go?
Station to station.
Exactly.
Martinez says, I'm the only one who thinks that other teams are just toying with the Angels. Angels cut a bit into the lead, and then the opponents put them into the next gear.
It would not shock me.
Put into the next gear. Adrian says, do we know what a bunt means? I don't think so.
No, we have no idea.
Bunt is a 4-letter word to the Angels. James Malou says, balls, and the Angels off.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and
Angels offense.
And then balls, Adrian says, and Nevin, you bitch.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and
Nevin's a bitch.
Halo honk. Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Bro, I'm going to the Angel versus Dodger game on Friday. Wear bulletproof vest.
Yes.
And I would normally be excited, but I don't know, man. Yeah.
How can you be Halo honk? It's like I'm talking to myself because that's my name on my jersey too.
Pitching, Anna's saying pitching, Jaime did their part. The offense is to blame. For once, we all agree.
Yeah.
AC mentioning how's Mickey gonna get better versus lefty if he never faces him.
Exactly, and that's
what I was saying.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, again, we talked about it on our show when we were recapping the other series. Did you ever remember Erstad and Anderson and all those left-handers that were on those teams, or even Kennedy, teams even with Gary Matthews Jr., with Hamilton, even players that you may not like, they got their opportunities against left-handed hitters. What makes this guy so different? Does he go 0 for 50 like Wallach? No.
Too soft.
He's not given a chance, so I totally agree with it, Angel Central right there.
DFA, the rookie, Matt says, and it also says, going to the rookie was a mistake. That's how Nevin threw the game. Just so he's saying... well,
you don't DFA the rookie, but you definitely don't put him in a situation where it's a 2-run fucking game.
Yeah. Wayne, after we gave up the runs, well, Tony pitches on the 4th of July.
There's going to be fireworks. There's going to be fireworks through the game.
By the way, they do a great show on the Bay of San Diego right there. So right after the game, if you go, just stick around and you can watch them right there on the Embarcadero area in San Diego. What is it? Matt saying, was Webb not available tonight? I wondered. And Davinsky.
Oh, no, because Nevin put him to sleep early. They were like this.
Stay at the hotel.
Yeah. Estevez was there, too, because he pitched the other night.
Nevin fucked up with that shit, Anna says. James Malou says the rookie has no business being on the roster right now. Lakers fan says don't DFA the rookie, send his ass down for 2 years. That's what it feels like. The same with, what's his name, Silseth.
Yeah.
Cesar Lopez mentioning we need to lose all the games against the Padres and the Dodgers. So hopefully Perry will pull his head out of his ass and fire Nevin. That's what I was thinking after this, about the 4th or 5th inning. I'm like, if they lose out, that's great that Caesar mentioned that, because I was thinking the same damn thing. If they lose into the All-Star break, do you think they hand the reins to Benji Gill and just say, hey,
take it from here?
Whatever we give you, take it from here, yeah.
I hope so, because I hope he can get guys like Neto and Ohapi back at some point this year, and all these other young guys can come up and they can actually play like a real team. Because I would love for them just to say, hey, Rendon, fuck it, hit the IL for the rest of the year. You know what I mean? Like, I'm done with you. I'm over it. Let's bring in other players. Let's just start over this year. Because it's apparently done. They don't want to win. They don't want to catch up. Texas is giving you a chance. And like the dude said, going to the Dodger game, Halo Honks kind of pissed off because they've lost 8 in a row to the Dodgers. It's not looking good going to the Dodgers Stadium. Now, it's not going to be like an Angel takeover like it was, because even the Angel fans that wanted to go are thinking about not going now. They're likely going to give their tickets to Dodger fans. It's not going to be like it was before. Even last couple of years, 30% Angel fans, something like that. Dude, it used to be back in the day 40-50 when the team was actually good, making the playoffs. But now it's going to be a sea of blue there in Dodger Stadium. It's not going to be fun. And the Dodgers, again, they're not world beaters this year. They're struggling. But, again, we're going to make them look great.
By the way, Kershaw's on the IL, so that weekend series, I think it's Saturday's game Kershaw was supposed to pitch.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's...
Look, I don't wish injuries on players, but when it's a Dodger, I'm always like...
Oh. Ryan says, the hitting sucks today, but also nobody respects the Angel bullpen. Veteran hitters doesn't respect rookies, really. That's just reality. We cannot heavily rely on rookies if we want to go to the postseason.
Thank you.
Hockey Idelson. That's a name.
That's a new one.
Tomorrow we are going to find out that Joe Odell is getting recalled, Trout to the IL, and Madero's sent down for Silseth.
That's probably a good thing.
Adrian says, fuck Thames, fuck Nevin, and fuck this BS management. Eric Ward, and shout out to you. I'm officially in I don't give a shit mode. The entire organization needs to be burnt down and sold to an owner who actually cares. Yeah,
I agree.
Anna's saying, where was Webb and Davinsky? At the hotel. And it also says Rendon sucks. Steve Elise. Mike Oxlong. That's a great last name. That's a new one, too. This is so sad. Todd, why is Nevin our manager? He sucks.
I have no idea. It's because Artie, the farty, likes him so much, and so does the general manager. For some reason, he's like, oh, Nevin, we could get a guy that goes to Texas. What was his name? The manager at Texas now? Bruce Bochy. We can get a guy like Bruce Bochy, or like you want, Ron Washington. I like Nevin, so.
How dare you?
AC mentioning now a quick ad from Hyundai.
Oh, yeah. The Honda helpful Honda helpers are going to do something with giving you money and bullshitting you at the stadium. Because I always drive by them. If you see them in the parking lot, the helpful Honda leaders, ask them for money and see what they see what they tell you. I always when I drive into the gate and I see them standing there and they're passing out those stupid ass flyers. I'm like, pay my bills. I have a car note. Pay my mortgage. Come on. And they're all, and then they're all, cue the sound.
The Snoop Munchie Meal. James Malou mentions.
Oh yeah, you like the munchies, huh? I mean, we got munchies for you if you want to check it out. Jack in the Box has this new combo. It's called. It's got a brownie in it.
I heard it's $14.
It is $14.
God, what?
That's a lot.
Matt's saying, see the rent for a home run?
Cube
Valleys.
Thanks to that home run, we're only down 7.
Adrian says, let's hear from Hyundai. That's a good streak right there. Ryan says, Anna, Webb, and Davinsky pitched last week. Nevin says they need more rest.
Again, let's go to the live. We have Halos in the infields. What is it called? Microphones at the hotel down there in San Diego.
The Omni.
Yeah, let's check in on what's our Webb, Davinsky, and Estevez. Yeah, they're very tired. Very tired.
Oh, God. Grillmaster says, suicide commercial? This game drives Angels fans to suicide. Anyone want a toaster from me?
You know, I used to wonder why they had those suicide commercials on there. Now I know why. It's the way they fucking play.
Cam Fry, 15. That's a great name. They say, here is the free fallback to typical mediocrity. Time to move on from Trout and Ohtani. Start the damn rebuild and hope Artie sells. You know, I was mentioning that earlier, I think, when one of the shows, I think probably the podcast, where I was like, man, what if this team did that? Trade both stars and do a real rebuild.
A hard rebuild,
Florida, Miami has done.
Why not?
Cincinnati.
Why
because this market... Excuse me, you have to compete with the Dodgers and act like you're in it.
We haven't competed with the Dodgers.
I know.
Look at them. 10 years or 12 years in a row in the postseason. If I'm Shia LaBeouf and I'm talking to Artie Moreno, I'm telling him,
do it! Just do it!
Trade those players.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow.
Yeah, you said you were going to trade Ohtani.
Do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
You know, when I listen to the replay of that, I'm going to think I'm Shia LaBeouf doing this pregame show. That's how I was probably yelling him worse.
Lakers fan in Japan saying, why the fuck is Trey Cabbage not here? Sick of saying his name. Luis R714, shout out to you. I stopped watching. I think a lot of people did. Matt saying, I got my bobblehead too, and I'm pissed.
Yeah, he was over there wishing death upon people, so that was great.
What the? Really, Grill?
Grill is grill, man.
Oh. God. Alex saying, save your breath, Todd. It ain't worth it.
I know. You're not the first one to tell me that, Alex. It's just I get so angry, and then because I want to be that mild-mannered detective. You know what I mean? Like just calm and watch the game. And sometimes I could laugh it off, but this is like about a week of frustration, bro.
Yeah,
it
does that to you. I've felt like that before, and then all the years of losing in a row, I'm just like, okay, I expect this.
Yeah,
that's the way I am. That's why I'm like coast. I'm just like, okay,
coast 103.5.
Like, I'm just here for the good time.
I'm to this part already.
One more loss, which could have been a win.
Yep.
You call yourselves professionals.
I'd be talking to all the hitters.
I've never seen a worse group of 25 players. You don't think as a team.
You don't play as a team.
You don't even lose as a team.
They don't.
You all got your heads so far up your
ass.
You can't even see the light of day. One more loss and I'll do this.
Fuck! That's how it is.
Martinez says, Angels have a history of putting together a winning streak with Trout out. A real Halo honk would say Trout's injury could be a blessing in disguise. Oh, boy. That's why you don't listen to him.
Yep.
Adrian also says, aside from Angels baseball, Angel Stadium needs more young employees.
Oh, I know. They're all, are you past the age of 80? Hired.
You can't walk up the stairs? That's okay. Just stand there.
You're going to break up a fight with those arthritic knees, aren't you?
God. That's why you see so much police and regular security when the Dodgers and Yankees come through. Exactly. AC saying, in the pregame show, Roger swiftly said the season starts tonight. No way.
I just need to cue that Owen up and just get the season starts tonight, huh? I just need to get that one.
Or tomorrow, add that in at the end. Martinez also says, next week we will see Farty Moreno. He might be cuffed into getting into a FBI car, hopefully.
That would
Say
be
what?
the greatest thing.
Hammer says, yo. Eric Ward says, the season starts tonight. Next year, that is. Ryan R. says, we badly need this group session. I almost want to take a flight from Taiwan to Cali just to punch Nevin. I think you have to stand in line for that.
Oh, yeah.
Todd's like right in front.
Oh, yeah.
Martinez says,
I get dibs.
but when does the season start, though? Isn't that what's important? Adrian says, I love you, Todd, but Artie won't do shit. We know it.
Yep.
All we do is pray for the best. Eric says next April. Luis 714 says, I can't stand my heart being broken again every season. Yeah, try 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
Chris is saying the children in Artie's sweatshop can only make so many bobbleheads.
He gives them an impossible deadline. They're only able to get half the stadium. I mean, come on.
No, what I saw was like
get older kids, Artie.
All giveaways are 25,000.
Well, they used to be everyone in attendance gets shit. Now it's like, nah, we're gonna cheapen it. He literally made. I mean, again, if you were there at the stadium, how about them lines, bro? We touched on it.
About that real quick.
The lines were ridiculous. Okay, so they closed down most of the entrances to the stadium. Mm-hmm. You had 3 snaked lines that you had to go through. One line took Jason that was cooking for the tailgate. He decided we packed up a little bit early. Mm-hmm. He went in and he's like, I'm gonna make sure I get my bobblehead. I'm gonna get in line early, right? Dude wasn't even in the goddamn stadium when we went up there. He was in line for about an hour. And when have you ever gone to an Angel game and they open the gates and you're still an hour later still trying to get in? That's how long those lines were. That's how slowly they were moving. That's how stupid they were acting. And they took the what do you call it? Oh, damn.
Fernando was mentioning he saw the boxes of the bobbleheads in the back. I think they're for, employees or something.
Yeah.
But those could have been used to the collection of people. They waited in, so long in unorganized lines and still couldn't get their bobbleheads.
And these tickets were higher than usual.
Yeah, and I heard they led to like fights or something. I didn't see any, but I heard about some.
There were several reports of fights with security, ushers, and other fans fighting for the last few.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Some guy on Baseball Chasers, where they go to every ballpark. Mm-hmm. This one Diamondback fan mentioned like there was three left, and then somebody rushed in behind them, pushed their kids down, mm-hmm. punched the dad, and then took their bobblehead and ran to the stadium.
Yeah.
I did read about that. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's out there. Mm-hmm. Eric Ward saying, unless some serious moves are made, the collapse has begun, and that's where I think.
Okay.
Adrian says the lineup flip-flops every game. There's no consistency with anybody minus Trout and Ohtani.
And Trout's not been consistent. So
Eric Ward saying blame Nevin. Martinez says the Angels' bats are made of Swiss cheese. It's hit and miss. Anna saying fire Thames. Eric Ward saying fire Artie. James Malou saying Trout was quoted saying that left wrist doesn't feel great in spring. Tests come back clean. Anna saying even with 2 hits, Ward turns into Tyler Wade by sucking on the bases.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was bad. I remember mentioning that to you. I'm like, wait, he hesitated, and then he went back to second, and he should have went to third.
Yeah, he should have got thrown out at second. That was close ass play, and then dumbass should have scored on that freaking hit. I mean, anyone else walks home right there, and he's like,
Ryan mentioning, Ward has zero field awareness. It was very evident on that 6th inning with those 2 boneheaded moves on the base pass.
Like I said the last postgame or a couple postgames ago, I said, it's been a blessing to watch these outfielders all year. I mean, you got Renfroe out there making assists, making plays, whether you agree with his bat or not. He sucked there, but defensively he's good. Trout's been robbing home runs. Moniak's been going over there robbing home runs, making great plays, sliding catches by all 3, and then Ward's just been Ward.
Cesar Lopez saying Rendon when Don is just sitting there laughing. I'm getting paid $38 million for the next 3 years.
Guaranteed.
Each guaranteed.
Exactly.
Adrian saying bring up Adele or Cabbage. Tony C saying screw Artie and John Carpino. Fire Matt Wise. He is the worst. Carpino is the public relations person?
Yes, and he saw Fernando's shirt and scoffed at it. Got mad.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Malou says Trout also said he hopes it's just a sprained wrist. Angel's grandma, shout out to you. A pivotal error was Fletcher's wild throw to first.
Now, see, here's one thing. Let me break in real quick. When Angel's grandma comments on here, I'm like, I hope she didn't see me ranting and yelling and cussing. And I'm hoping her grandkids did not witness me doing that. Because when I come up to her and see her at the game, I don't want them to be scared of me. You know, like, I really, really like the Angel's grandma, and I don't want her to think, man, Todd's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, and she's a great fan, so I have all the respect in the world. But I can yell in front of all these other people and everything and be fine with it, and I'll be like, well, at the end of the day, go to sleep, and I'm fine. But I always worry about Angel's grandma. I'm like, please stay on the show. I love you, Angel's grandma.
If she doesn't show up the whole week or whatever, then you know.
Yes.
She'll give you a week or two off to let it go.
But see, I always second guess myself when I see her comment because I'm like, ooh, I wonder what she thinks of me after this rant.
Well, we all love her, and we all...
Yes. She's got all my respect.
Yeah. Joel Inglis says, Perrion said he would have put the best team on the field no matter at the beginning of the season. I have determined that to be a lie.
False!
You are not. Lil Wayne says, I get the criticism of Thanes on younger players, but sorry, Renfroe and Wallach are 31 years of age and hitting in the hundreds in run scoring position. Moniak and Theis have the same coach. Players matter.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, the players still have to execute, even if they're not coached. We've said that too before, Lil Wayne, and I agree. But you have to also agree that prolonged slumps are due to the hitting coaches not reacting fast enough, not paying attention, and not willing to tweak things.
I see you here, you should be here.
Yeah, exactly. So again, the player's got to do his part. I totally agree. But I keep going back to Brandon Marsh. That could have been fixed here in Anaheim. He could be hitting like that in Anaheim. But we let him go, and we traded for him. Yes, we got back what we got. But you could have fixed him here had we had a competent freaking coach. I mean, look, Paul Sorrento had a resume of shit players this entire time, and so did Reed. And them not adjusting in the batting averages, because you've seen on teams like Miami, like you brought up, Atlanta, they have fine coaching. And the players that are already good are now elite because of that coaching. Tampa Bay, down the line, Baltimore, because they have good coaching. So, yes, it takes the players, but it also takes good coaching.
I love watching those teams on MLB.TV.
Correct.
Martinez says, I think the Angels lineup players are on some sedatives. I really mean this. Sedatives. I never had that. Ryan says, for some reason, these losses are somehow all because of Squid. Remember they showed him for like a second.
Yeah, he looked puzzled. I was like,
I'm not playing, right? Yeah, you might be. Let's Go Halos Pod says, it looked like a handmade bone for Trout. I would love for it to be a strain, but it looked like the same injury Rengifo had a few seasons ago. Martinez also says Angels by losing.
Oh, let's check
again.
Let's check in with that, because they win here and they win there, kind of. So it'd be this one.
I'm by winning.
Losing.
I win here and I win there.
Adrian says, I start to think that that BS statement at the beginning, I want the best team on the field, and what the F, this is the best team, F no. Billixie saying, post the Angels in the top 10 rankings, that'll fuck them over. And they weren't this week for sure.
Exactly.
Matt saying,
dude, but real quick though, right when he said that though, right, because I remember they posted the Angels in the top 5 and the top 10.
Yeah, 10.
And it automatically started. They went from
true.
7-3 in their 10 to now they're like 3
half of June
2-8.
First half was good, and second half, as Ohtani went, the Angels didn't.
Exactly.
Grill says DFA tried on Ohtani.
Oh my God.
No. Martinez says fake outrage. I think that's about Lodge.
Yeah, Lodge.
Abraham D saying season starts after the All-Star break. Let it go, Martinez says. Grill says toasters in the bathtub now.
Well, we know Trout's not starting tomorrow, so that means Squid in center.
Yeah. Oh man, no. No, what about put Moniak.
Yeah, they'll put Squid.
Oh God, Adrian, why aren't we managing the team? Trout. Adrian says Trout says his wrist is in pain. Anna's saying leave it to the Angels to let an underachieving team get hot. Yolanda, and shout out to you, says I thought the season started tonight, maybe tomorrow. Eric Ward saying this entire staff needs to be fired.
Yes.
Martinez says it's still early in the season, guys. No, we're way halfway.
Yeah, but he's honking his honk.
AC says the season starts in September. Dixie says the season starts next week, guys. Don't worry. Says we're all confused about when the season starts.
Boy, those banners are going to be up at Angel Stadium all year. You know, the American ones on the opening day. Just keep opening day there every night.
That's true. 1-0. We're going to be 1-0 every night. We're going to start 1-0.
Exactly.
Anna says Musgrove tomorrow we're fucked. Yeah, he dropped a weight on his toe, and he missed some starts early, but now he's coming into form for the Padres.
I have a feeling Wayne Randazzo is going to be saying this tomorrow.
That's all we got. One goddamn hit.
I love that. Nobody's listening anyway. Cat Fry says 15 says, as the saying goes, a team in the reflection of its head coach. This team as whole, to me, gives off the vibe like they just don't know what they are doing. And the coaching, man, I'm just done with them.
They don't have any direction or no plan. That's what I see.
That reminds me of that Austin Powers meme where he's in the go-kart and he's stuck in the middle of it and he's trying to turn one way and can't get out. That's the Angels right there. Justin Options saying we should DFA Ohtani if he can't hit at all.
Is that Grill Master on Justin Options thing or what?
Imagine he has all these burner
It's like 7
accounts.
of the Grill Masters. Yeah.
Ryan says they woke the Padres up today. I can already see Shohei getting lit up tomorrow. He is due for a crap start anyway. Matt saying, want to show stir in your bathtub? No. AC says Nevin needs to come into the clubhouse with a mohawk to get the guys and then get fired that morning.
Yes.
Martinez says Angels have been anemic with runners and square pitching.
Yes.
Runners and square. I love that word, anemic. Fernando saying, Jack Mayfield. Yeah. Anna saying, with all these hits tonight, we might get only 4 to 5 tomorrow. Anthony Rendon Billixley says, let's go. Halo says Jack Mayfield and Matt Duffy were
those two guys I couldn't even remember.
Justin Option says he's a quitter with a capital D. Okay. Showtime Dodgers.
Well, see how it skips?
Yeah.
I can't stand that. Look at all these. It skipped way down here because we're way behind. Geez, where do we lead off?
It says Showtime Dodgers, so it's a little more.
Dang, up here?
Yeah.
Right here.
Right there. Yeah. So, Showtime Dodgers fans, DFA Ohtani so the Angels can get him. Probably. Mm-hmm. Anna says, what is fundamentals? Not they don't know. R. Martinez saying the anemic Heim Angels. Fernando says it did not hit him at all. Okay.
Yeah.
We couldn't tell. They only showed one replay of it.
Yeah, they showed one replay, and then it was... and then Moniak struck out.
So that's weird. It was just a swing and something got loose. Squirrely Dad says, I don't blame the starting pitching as much as the lack of hitting with guys and runners in scoring position. We're struggling right now when we have 2 runners on base with no outs. Bunt the fucking ball.
Preach, Squirrely Dad, because we've been saying that
early in the game.
Yeah, early in the game, we've been saying that the whole time. I mean, you're down literally, how many games have we watched? They're down 1 run or they're up 1 run. You can add on or you can catch up, and they're like, nope, fuck no, can't do that. Swing for the fences.
Yeah, Martinez saying, Trout swung through, foul ball. Justin Option saying, Trout is done until next season, DFA him 2.
Don't even read that one.
No. Let's go Halo Pod says it's a high mate. I got to look that up. Cesar Lopez says, Todd, I bet you $10 that the Angels have not bunted in the last 20 games.
You're probably right.
Joseph Martin says Bobby V was talking about it possibly being the Jaime bone. Okay.
Oh, the Jaime bone. That's what
Jaime
it is.
bone.
We got to look that up.
Yeah, I'm not a doctor. Billixley saying, actually love Anthony Rendon. He grabbed that guy's shirt in the beginning of the season, and he swung and missed, by the way. He's a great guy. Trout is going to be okay. Ohtani is going to stay. He's happy. We are so fucked, guys. Now you're getting our sarcasm.
Yeah, you're
Thank
getting
you.
the honk. All right. I love it.
Grillmaster says, why would you throw out an inexperienced pitcher in a game you're still close in? The clip of Todd in the
and
show
that's sad. That's from like 2 years ago too. So like that's how long we've been doing this stupid shit.
What was it? June 13th of 2021. Ryan says, I heard Rendon. He just said he identified as a woman, so we need to stop bashing and start accepting him, her, them, they.
I think he's a them, they.
She, he.
Mm-hmm.
No. Sorry. Matt says, oh, yeah, wait. Okay. Matt also says, our offense is offensively bad.
God. Yeah, we love those jokes.
Eric Ward says we all know Rendon has a mangina.
Mm-hmm.
Squirrely Dad says, thank God Nevin only has a 1-year deal. Pick your guy to manage this team, Ron Washington.
Yep.
Adrian says our offense only believes in swinging for the fences. That's it. Let me say this right now.
Mm-hmm.
If they pick Ron Washington, Perry, and he doesn't lead us to the playoffs in his tenure, I'll quit.
Sure?
I'll sell all my Angels stuff. If that happens, I'll sell everything.
You're going to give us
emotional damage.
That's how much I want Ron Washington and would believe in his way of doing things. He'll keep people, accountable. He'll keep everything going. And he'll get guys fundamentally sound.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. Billuxy's saying, send down Rengifo, even though he homered today, for 4 and play
0 for 4 or Adele.
0 for 4. Oh, I see. And play Adele at second. What? At this point, send down a Ward. I don't give a fuck how bad Moniak is against lefties. I can't take it anymore.
Exactly.
Showtime Dodgers saying Angels need to stop wasting my. Oh God. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Ward saying Rendon doesn't give a shit. He's got his money and a ring from 2019.
Yep.
Alex saying Adele's season. Eric Ward saying the ball didn't hit his hand. It was a swing. Thanks, guys. Grillmaster saying if Adele's up here, Steve Elise is probably gonna say fuck it. I'm out. I'm gonna head out.
Nate Hustle says fire Nevin.
Oh yeah, Nate Hustle's fire Nevin. Anna's saying my comments are my comments. Grillmaster comments are his. Adrian says, cue the Bally theme and the Snoop Munchie Meal.
Hey guys, Joey Johnny Musgrove. Let me get over here. Wait, where was it? Right here. Hey, get your brownie and hopefully, hey Wayne, hopefully we could get Snoop Dogg here in the booth with us.
He doesn't know who y'all are. He don't even know what Bally's is.
He's like, hey man, what's a gooby?
Yeah. Is that a new edible?
Yeah.
Jesus saying Angels.
I want to try one of those goobies.
Angels need to call up Joe, Dell, and Trey Cabbage. They are both on. And the thing with Anna and Grill, I hate to go through it, but maybe I think that will be the intriguing part of the rest of the season if the Angels go downhill, and that will be an investigation. We'll send one out, and we'll see how it goes. Squirrely Dad says, preach it, Todd.
Thank you.
Adrian says, Adele will probably be here in San Diego tomorrow.
Most likely.
Billuxley says, someone needs to bring up Shohei again and play the Bally sound to keep everyone entertained.
Yeah, they're all like, well, there's another home run by San Diego. Hold on, Shohei. They're not even getting into his whole name. They're like, Show!
Oh! Yeah. Grandmaster says, wait, which way is second base? Nevin.
I know.
It sounds like thighs.
Now he's starting to sound like thighs.
It's all rolling into one. Nevin, help me. And he talks really slow, I notice, Ward, when he talks to somebody.
Yeah.
So he might be
he's a little
slow
special
everywhere. Yeah. Martinez says Snell was who we thought he was.
And we let
him off the hook.
I keep forgetting to put that soundbite in there because that's a good one.
R.I.P. Dennis Green.
Exactly.
He is what we thought he was. You want to crown him, then crown his ass. But the Bears are who we thought they were. We let him off the hook. Anna saying bunt is a 4-letter word. Hey, you're taking my thing.
Yes,
we also have a lot of other 4-letter words we want to say after this shit show. You just said two.
Yeah.
There you go. Adrian says, if I wake up one of these days to see the news, Perry fires Nevin and names Benji Gill as manager, fire Thames, and names Vladdy Sr. as hitting coach, I'm going streaky.
Dude, I think we are all going to go streaking if that happens.
Sorry, we're going streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody!
And real quick, if you want to know a history lesson, you want to tell your friends at work or at school when school restarts or whenever you see your friends outside, what does San Diego mean?
They named it San Diego, which of course in German means a whale's vagina.
And if you see anyone from San Diego, excuse me, you tell them this for us.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. No, what I was mentioning about Vladdy Sr., it was like, you know, he was given the skills to hit the bad pitches. It's something you don't want to teach, but it's something you're born with just to adjust,
Yeah.
So I don't know if he'd be a good coach, just to be honest. AC saying, with Trout going to the IL now, Squid can be the center fielder.
Yeah, I see that happening.
Just an option saying, I was so confused why the rookie was in the game.
It didn't make any sense.
Nate Hustles mentions, the shit really hurts to be a fan, man, and I still love them like a toxic relationship.
Oh, yeah, we've mentioned it many a times. It's the chick that, she lets you down. She'll go with another guy, and then you're like screwed over. She breaks up with you, and then all of a sudden you still have the hots for her. She's, you want to be with her, and then all of a sudden she breaks up with the dream guy or whatever, and then gives you a chance because you're a fallback, plays with you for a little bit, gets you all emotionally involved again, just to leave you again.
It's like me with the Raiders.
What do we do, Mr.
Moves X2?
That's
just an option says Nevin threw the game when he put Davidson in.
Yep.
Mr. Moves says fire Nevin and bring back Madden.
No.
Grillmaster saying, remember that my comments are mine and Anna's are hers.
Okay, we get it. Check this out though, by the way.
X'd out?
We have to play to win the game, but we never do.
Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it.
Well, we're just playing it to just play it. We look good in our uniforms.
And this goes good with the next comment with Nate says, Angels have no heart or will to want to win, and you could clearly see it.
Which is super sad.
I won't read that about Kershaw being injured, Grill. Anna states, hey, James, I want to make it clear that this is my...
We get it.
This is Grillmaster.
We won't say it no more. And how dare you, Grill?
How dare you?
I just see doubt.
Let's go right here.
I don't know.
David
Hernandez says, man, I'm going to the game tomorrow.
I have a feeling you're going to be in it for a lot of...
Mateo saying, oh, yeah, Ohtani pitches tomorrow.
Does he pitch tomorrow? Should we check with Bally's? Does he pitch tomorrow? That's a yes.
Just an option says, James and Todd are better than Balls and the Grace Band Savage.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and
Savage Garden.
Better off surrounded by the comfort and protection of the highest power.
The highest power.
I have my match going. I don't think they do this anymore. It said it would be a phone.
They don't. Yeah, it would be a phone. Lighter fluids are kind of expensive.
Rem MT says, shout out to MT. He was great that one day on the comments.
Yes.
Renfro, what the F? Eric Wallace, the Mariner fan, saying, hey, gentlemen. Mateo said, not trying to call out Grillmaster, but him wishing death on players is not cool, and that's what I agree with. Grillmaster saying, I went crazy tonight, but it's hard not to when your team is totally incompetent. Nah Man LL says, the Angels are on the verge of collapse, but Ohtani starts tomorrow, so who gives a shit? Valley Sports. And then he says, season starts tomorrow.
Oh, it sure does.
Athlete Film says, I was listening. Why would you be listening to the Roger Law show today?
Wow, what's more painful, listening to that or watching the game?
It's the worst of both worlds. Today with my nephew. Oh, don't spread it to the family.
Dude, that's like when Squid puts his fungus through the damn dugout.
But the nephew had a question. Says he was saying why? Not yet, y'all. Now, that's probably Grill. Saying why Lodge is always moaning Ohtani's name.
Yeah, he's always like, oh my God, Ohtani! Oh, James, can you play the highlight, James? Oh.
Anna says the season starts
2026.
Squirrely Dad says Angel's grandma is the best.
She is.
Mama Luigi says, does Bally's know if Ohtani's pitching?
You want to ask him?
Hey, Bally Sports, which you're going bankrupt, is Ohtani pitching tomorrow?
Yes.
By the way, if you want to avoid all that, the game's on FS1, but I don't know who's going to be doing the game.
Yes.
Eric Wallace and who is Angel's grandma? She sounds cool.
She is really cool. She's a longtime fan of the Angels. She has her pom-poms sometimes. Her grandkids. Her late husband used to go with her all the time. Sweet guy. Miss him very much. And she's just one of the best Angel fans out there. You know, she travels with the team. She went to Texas, Kansas City. She's been to 18 different ballparks, I believe now. So she's always got a positive thing to say. She's very anti-me when I'm on my rants.
And how?
But she somehow still loves me, and I love her back. And I just don't want to disappoint her because she is like my favorite Angel fan.
That's how the world should be. Agree to disagree, but then just move on and love each other as much as possible.
And you know what? She could take me from like 60 to 0 backwards.
Yeah.
Because if I'm on one and all she has to do is smile and say, "Come on, Todd, don't be so hard on our Angels," and I'm all, "You're right. Give me a hug." She's so huggable. I love her. She's great.
Mama Luigi, and shout out to you. You were on the podcast? No, the Around the League show.
The Around the League show.
Yeah. Does Bally's know if Otani's pitching?
Wow.
I read that.
that.
Angel
Okay.
M saying, should the Angels get a real manager?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's time to get a new manager, a real one, actually.
When you think about it, yeah, that's pretty true.
Jeez, we got a few more to get to before we take a phone call. We got to catch
up
up
here we go. What is it?
Nevin's lineup.
Podcat01 saying Nevin lineup blows. What the F is Nevin offering no protection for Otani? Teams just pitch around him like they did tonight or strike him out. After 2 base on balls, he finally chased the pitch, trying to bring in runners.
Halo Joe checks in.
Shout out Halo Joe. He says, scrap, scrap, scrap. The season starts tonight.
Love Halo Joe too, man. He is one of the best Angel fans. You want to talk about a guy who knows the Angels inside and out. That guy is a great dude.
The
Love
voice
it.
of God.
Yes, he does our narration for our commercials. He is the best.
Eric Wall saying, Squid, oh Lord, do you want him, Squid? Mateo said, I want playoff. I guess I have to wait, and you're going to be waiting a little while. Eric says, you can't say that on the air, Todd.
I don't know what that was. I said a lot of shit on the air.
The Major League one goddamn hit.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
all
he's
we got.
referring
One
to.
goddamn hit.
You can't say that on the air, Todd. Oh, don't worry. Nobody's listening.
Nobody cares.
Mateo says, why does Grillmaster want DFA players? And this has been a 3-year issue with Grill.
Oh, yeah. Grill would never make a manager. I mean, imagine him Little League coach even. He'd be like, get out of my dugout. You're DFA'd. What's a DFA?
Where's my juice box?
Yeah. Don't we get orange slices?
Yeah, and a trophy. Everyone wins. Mateo says, I thought Nevin was a no bullshit type manager. And we mentioned that earlier today.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, hey, I thought he was this guy. But you saw in the Colorado series how he didn't back up the players after scoring 25 runs. And he was just putting up a front maybe. But no one's really responding to him.
Basically, it was a bad take by us.
No. You don't like that call. I don't like that call.
Not a very good call.
Clones. Mateo says, if Otani leaves, we'll never get him back again. That's how it works.
Well, yeah, they don't usually return. You know, it's not like a dog that goes astray and comes back.
Brian Malkin says,
unless you're LeBron James.
Otani needs to go. Adrian M says, might as well bring back Cole Calhoun. No. He's with the Yankees now, and he's trying to get up here.
He's actually...
Wow, winning.
AC says, bunting is good. Bunting is for good teams. We don't do that here. Yeah,
absolutely.
Exactly. Mateo says Trout injured right before the All-Star game. But it's funny, though. A lot of fans didn't even want him in the All-Star game. Eric says, strike. Yo, where was that blue? Rendon, that was awful. And he didn't say much after that one strike call he had.
He was all right, that's cool. I still get $2,000 for this at bat.
Exactly. How much does he make a game, I wonder?
I think it comes down to something like $2,000 on a bat, dude. Or something like that. It's ridiculous.
God, I will stand there for less.
I would, too. No wonder why he stands there so lazy. He's like...
Does that little rock.
Yeah. I'm going to hit the ball, I swear.
He's relaxing. Eric Wallace saying, Martinez saying Washington would do only what he is permitted to do. That's the problem, too. Grillmaster saying, this game gives us emotional damage. Trout is out for the season. And that's not true yet.
Emotional damage.
Could be.
Eric Walls says, how is everybody tonight? Happy 4th of July. It's going off.
The season starts
LA.
tomorrow. Then so does 4th of July.
That's right. Fireworks, but just not with the Angels.
Yep.
Brian's saying Adele will play better than Trout. He's an upgrade. Watch.
Jeez, look at MT right there.
MT saying Trout replaced Anthony Davis as street close Trout. Charles. I love Charles Barkley with that. Grillmaster saying maybe the players should eat edibles to motivate them to be better. No, they'll be slower.
Yeah.
By the way, Otani's starting tomorrow. Eric says, Anthony Billixey says Anthony Rendon, when he realized he can't assault fans in front of their children.
Oh, Wheezy checking in.
Hey, what's up, Wheezy? You guys need to sell the recall Audi shirts ASAP.
Next week, by the way, we're gonna. Well, I might as well just announce it. Next week, not this Monday, obviously, because it just passed. But next Monday, they're gonna go on sale. We're gonna
I'll even buy
recall
one.
some Artie shirts.
Angel M saying, I honestly don't know how Matt Weiss still has a job. It was funny. He got out there, was talking, I believe, to. It seemed like every pitcher that was out there. But it seems like nobody's really responding to him, to be honest with you.
True.
What was it? Ryan says Fletcher's stats the last 7 games: 158 batting average, 200 OB
on base percentage,
and 158 slugging. What the fuck? Yeah, he came up and did well at first.
Mm-hmm.
Even hit a home run. But then nothing since. Weasley says, "Do you have the Bally Sports sound effect?" But Todd acts like Gooby.
Hey guys, I just want to let you know that the pitching gets a little bit better tonight, and we can get some guys on base. We can hit 3-run homer. You know, Louis Renifos hit 1 home run against this guy in 55 innings or 55 at bats. He can get it done tonight, right, guys? And guess what, guys? Tomorrow it's Joe Musgrove, and then they play the Dodgers, and then 2 games off in the All-Star break. How about that Snoop Dogg?
I like that fact that he mentioned a song everywhere he goes on the road.
Oh, yeah.
And today it was Blink-182.
Hey, it's all the small things here in San Diego. You know, we're never getting him back.
I do. That's what I was thinking in my head. I'm like, we love you, Gilby. It ain't me.
I love him. And I'm not trying to draw him away, but, man, he kind of went to the dark side. And we asked him several times to come back on again. We had him on, 5 times last year during the show? And we were trying to get him back on the show again. And
Rally
he
Chris.
said, Rally Chris dropped the ball. If you want to blame someone, blame the monkey. Rally Chris.
Always.
Yes.
Martinez says, do you think the Angels are auditioning some of these guys for potential trades?
Maybe.
Big 20 says, at a band party. Oh, yeah. Then why are you texting here? Mr. Moves X2 says, who is your dream head coach, but still in reality? Ron Washington for me, for the Angels.
I would have loved a Bruce Bochy or someone like that. I mean, if you could pry away.
Well, they just wanted to win.
Yeah. I mean, they just want a nice organization. They don't have an owner that meddles.
That's right. Bill Ixley saying, let the fire sale begin. Everyone will be gone. Artie will be laughing as he cashes out his $5 billion fucking dollars. This will be a AAA team after the deadline.
Could be.
AC saying, on the bright side, the Angels stayed competitive for 30 more games than last year. That's true. I thought about that. They had a better month of June
They
than
were
last year.
fried and fricasseed by the All-Star break last year. I mean,
That's
we knew it was over. Our only highlight at that point was, can Ohtani win the home run derby?
And get the Cy Young.
And he didn't.
And the MVP.
And he didn't.
Eric Ward has the season started yet? Must be the unfinished business Artie was telling us about.
Oh, yeah, he called it.
Eddie Perez, not the catcher from the Braves back in the day, probably. It's time to wrap it up and start a rebuild. In the end, it was nice seeing Ohtani play live, but just trade him already and start the rebuild. I'm kind of warming up to that. You always mention that a couple times today that should have happened last trade deadline.
Last year, you could have involved a third team and got a king's ransom from both teams and still you could have even packaged a bad contract. Rendon! You could have did something like that and still got players, or you wouldn't have got the king's ransom, but you would have gotten rid of Rendon. So in itself, it would have paid for itself. But you could have gotten a king ransom, 2 good prospects from either team, and a major league pitcher ready coming back. You know, but no, we can't do that last year.
They did that with Iglesias, and you see how he's doing now with Atlanta.
Yeah, he's doing great.
We saw him pitch earlier.
Got the save tonight.
Angel M said we need to go back to the California Angels.
Absolutely.
Eric Wall saying Ohtani is pitching tomorrow, and he is a great pitcher, and we let him off the hook.
Yep.
Mateo says, and this is the first time I heard really your dad during the game, but he says, how is Papa Fox feeling?
Well,
tonight?
Papa Fox, believe it or not, usually goes with me to about 8 to 10 games a year. You know how many games he's been to this year because Artie re-signed?
0.
A big fat 0. He's been asked a bunch of times, given free tickets. I've wanted to buy him tickets. He's turned me down over and over. So yeah, there it is.
Billuxy saying Phil Nevin, when he realizes he actually has to coach and can't just spit all of his seeds and spit out shit all over the field all game.
Well, his lineup looks like seeds as shit.
I'll
Yes.
tell you what. Eric says it's a lie, Todd.
Or it's a tie.
Or it's a tie, Todd. Excuse me. Eddie Perez say, "Can you play Burn Down?"
By Linkin Park.
That's a really good song, and I'm always remembering that with like dramatic stuff and whatever. But yeah, again, the Angels, they lose 10-3. It's really unfortunate the way these things go.
That's
Prime Day is coming July.
Of course it is.
It's almost here. Well, where were we? Okay. Eric Ward saying, I think Walter Matthau can do a better job managing, and he's dead. Not a good comparison for Nevin. Lil Wayne mentions there are plenty of Angel fans wishing death to Donnie Moore in 87, and he took their advice. Not cool. It's a game. It's a game as frustrating as it may be, so that's a lesson learned.
I agree.
Wheezy says, another Bally Sports sound.
He's all Donnie Moore and...
Matt saying, when you know G.I. Halo Joe.
Oh, yeah, Halo Joe. It's a bad attempt at a joke. But knowing that the Angels are going to play Bally's 60 times and talk about, suicide prevention, helpful Honda Center, and you're going to get the, was it Whopper,
Snoops.
All you need to know is...
Smart thinking.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe!
Just an option saying Ohtani was trying too hard tonight. That's why he struck out. He does this when the Angels are down. Mateo mentioning, well, that team sure did suck last night. It just plain sucked.
They were the suckiest bunch of sucks, right? Why do I always lose
I think it's
them?
down, right?
Is it down? So you're already...
Yeah, well, that team sure did suck last night. They just plain sucked. I've seen teams suck before, but they were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
And then, of course, Grillmaster has emotional...
He always has emotional.
Emotional, damn it!
By the way, I like that guy's channel. He critiques people making food.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that. Podcat01 saying, don't blame Ohtani for chasing the pitch. Finally, in the sixth inning, just look at who's coming behind him. No runners in scoring position incoming.
Notice we didn't take shots at Ohtani tonight, and I didn't take shots at Trout before he got hurt. He was having a good game. Those two guys were actually getting it done. Everyone else.
Mateo says balls, and Phil Nevin.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and
Phil Nevin.
Somebody in
Japan,
that
I think.
Sure.
Or China.
Some people start thinking Squid over Fletcher because he can bunt and he's faster.
We can't tell because he's the only one that does bunt.
Martinez says, can't wait for the season to start. Alex says, this wasn't the way I wanted to see Adele get called up again.
Mm-hmm.
Grillmaster saying, hello, Adele. I'm guessing he was called up.
You know when it says, hello, Adele, that song?
I love that song. Let's see. This Mateo says, this team doesn't deserve the Heart and Hustle Award, but every team gets one.
Craig 37.
How many fractures can take up to 8 weeks to heal? That's the big one then.
At BK, have it your at BK, have it your way. You rule.
Nevin sucks. Adrian says. Grillmaster says, anybody want my crispy?
Nobody wants your crispy socks.
I don't want
crispy socks here, crispy socks there, crispy socks
with some mystery hair.
Where the hell did you find that?
That's on the great show. What was it called? God, what am I blanking? Just go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hope Trout gets well ASAP, but it's a good time to let Moniak face lefties or try Adele. Grillmaster saying Trout fractured his hamate. Grillmaster says, right, Chris won't come back until we're winning or by winning. Mateo says, can I manage the team? I just brought my all-star team to the quarterfinals.
Oh, there you go.
Mateo says Cox.
I guess cable.
MT says the new sound of the toilet at the stadium is the Bally's theme song.
So it starts like this. And then goes. The starting lineup for your Angels tonight: Ward, Trout, Ohtani, Rendon, Renfroe, Wallach, Did I say Renifo? Velasquez? Fletcher.
Brian says if Rendon played all 162 games and batted 4 times a game, 648 at-bats for the whole year, 38 million divided by 648 equals $58,642 and no cents for every bat. Thank you, Brian. You are the true MVP. You would get an award tonight for that.
I love Brian. You know, like Dan Rios is a damn English teacher. Brian's got to be a mathematician. That's awesome.
That's fantastic.
That's awesome.
You get an award of something. Mateo says, whenever Squid is on the field, we hear the Pac-Man sound.
Oh, yeah. This is walk-up sound all the time. It's always...
Oh, yeah. Mateo says, what would Roger Lodge say if he was the Angels manager? What would he say besides the season starts tonight every night?
He'd probably be like, did you know I was on Blind Date? Check out my 500 episodes on Blind Date. I'm sure there's an app where you can watch them when you want.
Hanky Carr says, who's more durable, Trout, Rendon, or Anthony Davis?
Oh, it's a tie right now. That's right.
JT says Trout. Crispy Socks.
Yeah, we already played that one.
Yeah. Ortiz emotional drainage. That's good. Matt's Grillmaster says far sounds for offensive failures. Silent E says it's only a 4-letter word for fuck's sake. BUNT. My thing is taken off with the 4-letter word.
It is.
Mateo said, and the ball game is over. Padres win 10-3 alongside Erica Weston and Mark Gubaza and everyone here from Bally Sports West Crew. I'm Mateo. Carlina saying so long from San Diego. No, JT saying this game was so strange to watch, and we watched it all.
Oh yeah, we sure did.
Swung at curveballs in the dirt all night long. Silent E saying, I don't know what fucking game we're playing out there, but sure isn't baseball. It's your boy. Shout out to you. I think the signs of us slowly falling off started when the Royals at the Royals series. Yeah, SMH. Even though we won that series,
that's true.
Mateo says so. Trout is out 8 weeks. It's not for sure. I haven't seen anything. Excuse me. Hammer said we're still at the band. He's at the band party. 4th of July starts in 30 minutes.
At least we know he's there.
Mateo says he wanted Bobby Cox as that manager.
Isn't he like 150 years old?
Something like that. Big
Crispy
Hammer
socks
says
here, crispy socks there.
There's your
crispy socks with some mystery.
Eric Ward says, did anyone notice Erica isn't wearing her ring anymore? Hey, but Otani is pitching tomorrow. I thought you were gonna come with like a real true concern, and then it turns into the Bally's team.
Because we all do. This is
love that.
Listen,
baseball is what gets inside you. It's what lights you up. You can't deny that.
It just got too hard.
That's what she said.
It's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. The hard is what makes it great.
See, that's a new manager actually talking to Rendon.
Are you crying?
No.
Are you crying? Are you crying? There's no crying.
I'm gonna take phone calls.
There's no crying in baseball.
All right, phone calls. Come on.
Yeah, 714-598-3221. You know the number.
I love that saying by Eric Ward. That had me. I was like, oh, really? Oh.
Balls, and Shohei Ohtani.
That had me. Yeah.
Pretty cocky. I want balls and
Shohei Ohtani.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. It's the Halo Hotline.
Hey, Todd.
What's going on?
Guess what? I'm at a band party right now. And it's 20 minutes now to the 4th of July. Oh yeah.
All right.
And guess what?
What?
I'm getting Jubilee tomorrow.
Here we go again.
Yeah. Shirley Temple, here it comes. Oh yeah.
Beef nut. Got him. Got him.
Oh yeah, Shirley Temple's all around tomorrow.
See what you did, Todd.
And after party too. Oh yeah.
So Hammer, who's playing at the concert, man?
What?
Who's playing at the concert?
Tunnel Vision. Sorry, it's super loud.
Tunnel
right
Vision?
now. Tunnel Vision.
Tunnel Vision.
Yes, we gotta look that up one day. How do they sound? They good or bad?
Do you know we lost
They're
today?
super loud, and I've been moshing, and I've been jamming all night. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. We'll check that out, I guess, as it's new music night here.
Yeah, Angel Central says...
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want.
What?
I want balls and
Shirley Temples.
Yes, sir. And then, yeah, but I'm getting ready for the 4th. Oh, yeah. Counting down to the 4th of July starts tonight. Oh, yeah.
Careful. Don't touch anyone.
Yeah, just be careful, okay? Remember,
Dude, I'm not trying to get laid tonight. I'm trying to get laid tomorrow night.
Where the real fireworks happen.
You're like, I'm waiting 10 minutes, and then I'm going to get laid.
Oh, boy.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So
well,
hopefully I have fireworks in my pants tomorrow night. and real fireworks. Oh, yeah.
you might have fireworks coming out the backside.
Dude, I might have
Careful.
fireworks everywhere tomorrow night. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I hate to be his mom because that's going to be some dirty laundry.
hey, that was great meeting your family, man. That was really cool.
And, yeah, that was great meeting you too, James, and nice seeing you again, Todd.
You got it, bro. And enjoy the party with Savage
Yes,
Garden.
sir.
If you get a headache, just fall asleep.
And I'll call it tomorrow night. Hopefully we win tomorrow. Oh, yeah, 4th of July win with the Carney on the mound. Woo! Play tomorrow. Woo! Later.
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 It's the Halo Honk Line.
Hey, Todd, what's up?
What's going on, Landon?
Kind of pissed at tonight's loss.
Oh, yeah, I think we all are, dude. This game was shit.
This is a team, the Padres are a team that have been shit for a long fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck? How could we have not gotten a hit tonight? Like, barely anything. How come only 3? What? I wouldn't be mad if it was like a 10-7 game. But a 10-3? We're way too good for that. We're way too good.
It should have been like 6-4, 6-5, something like that. Keep it in close, but you put in pitchers like that. First off, this is not the first time we've seen this. They did this against Texas, and it was stupid when they went to. Was it the same kind of guys? They went. Was it Loop and or where'd they go to in Texas when it was a 1-1 game? Davidson and somebody else.
Yeah.
It was.
I think it was.
Yeah, I think you're right. And then, so, like, the Angels screwed that up, and they did that again tonight. It's, Nevin makes some terrible decisions, and he did it tonight, dude.
At least we saw Neto's back in the dugout.
Yeah, I mean, he's close. I told you guys I'm pretty sure he's going to be back after the All-Star break, like first game. Who else did you say that was going to be back to after the first game?
Drury
as well. Yeah, Drury and Neto should be back by then, but we could have some emotional damage between now and then.
Emotional damage! Why is Nevin keep trying with Squid, though? That's my question.
I don't know, dude. I've stopped trying to figure him out. Every time you think that, obviously, I mean, to a point right now, it's supposed to be one of those things where the manager just if he had a real media asking him questions, he would actually come to them and be like, you know what, fuck the fans. They're not here. I know my team. I know what I'm doing. Or he would be like, I got to swallow my pride and start different players. I got to freaking fill the void and make this team better and put the best lineups, the best pitching matchups out there that I can. Or maybe he's frustrated and says, I'm doing the best I can, blah, blah. He doesn't give you any of that. He's quiet, he's stoic, and you think it looks like if you were to look at him and not know the Angels record, and you would think, oh, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. He looks like a good manager. He's not. He's a shit show. And he does not take responsibility, and he doesn't freaking make any changes. So you get what you get out there every night.
At least with Madden, yeah, we had the 14-game losing streak. But at least his coaching made sense.
Sometimes it did, but a lot of times it didn't, and we knew why, because he was always high.
But he would have learned after the first few times starting Twid not to fucking start that bullshit.
Yeah. It's been a waste of a season, it seems like right now. I mean, obviously the season's not over. It starts tomorrow. But, and we're still in we're in striking distance of the wild card.
Isn't Socha not retired? Isn't Socha just not signed?
Yeah, he's just eating meatballs and lasagna right now.
Well, at least we didn't do well under him, but we did better than we are now, to where we wouldn't fucking shit on the coaching and the players themselves. The hitting was decent. The only problem we had under Socha was pitching.
Yep.
We brought Socha back now. Hell, I think we could probably be the first place team in the AL West, because at least we wouldn't have to deal with Nevin honking his horn over Squiddy Poo, who just needs to be paid right out, because no team's gonna touch him because he can't do shit.
Yeah, I mean, like
I don't think even Oakland would touch him.
Yeah, I don't think he provides any kind of winning for anybody right now. There's nothing right there. So he's definitely a guy that needs to go. There's a lot of, we shedded a lot of dead skin last year. I don't know why he wasn't part of it. But definitely there needs to be, and it figures, you get nice guys, good guys like Urshela getting hurt and others that we lose for the year, and instead we have to keep this Dorcas. He stays up here. So believe me, I want him gone just as much as anybody does. I don't want to see him.
Why it was part of the skins that were shed last year was Marsh, because Captain Caveman there, he had a bat, he had a good bat.
Yeah, but we didn't know that at the time because the coaches weren't helping him. I think it was still half and half. If he goes to Philly, he learns how to hit again, or he learns how to hit, and because he was doing great in the minors, and then all of a sudden they come up here, players start to fall off. The ones that, look at Fletcher batting. It's not coincidence that dude was batting 3-something down there, 371, and he comes up here and he can't hit the broadside of a barn again. He has a great debut against Colorado, and then it's just been downhill since, like 1 or 2 hits since. So there's something to this coaching staff up here and what they're teaching. They're not teaching the fundamentals. They're not getting these guys in a regular routine like they would have had in the minors. And that's sad. It should be the other way around.
It's Nevin with that coke, man, with that cocaine.
Maybe. That's insinuating some, but we'll see. We'll see. But appreciate the call, my man. Yeah, he does. Well, he doesn't care right now. I mean, he's not listening to any kind of criticism. And
Anyone want to puff? It's just like him and Sides just share the weed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do. I mean,
am I supposed to follow him at the plate?
Yeah. By the way, it's 10 minutes to the 4th of July.
What do I do with this bat? Honestly, we were shitting on Sides for a long time. Then he got better, and now he's kind of back in the trash.
Well, it's because they're not playing him every day. He needs to play every day, and he doesn't have the Moniak, fire in his belly to be put on the bench for 3 days after going 5 for 5 and then coming back out hitting good. So those two guys need to play more, and I'm tired of them being on the bench. But let me get to a few more phone calls, Landon. I appreciate the frustrating call because that's what we're all feeling tonight.
Hoppy comes back like at the end of the season, and then we start doing great
when it doesn't matter. Yep.
Yeah, that's just this team's, I feel like, mojo. We do good when it doesn't matter, but when it matters, we're shit.
Exactly. All right, Landon, have a good one, man.
Bullshit.
I know, it's hard. All right, there we go right there. So number 714-598-3221.
Oh, no! We suck again!
AC says...
It's a Halo Honk line.
If you have small children in the car, I would suggest you hit the eject button or you tell them earmuffs, please, because in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2, in 1, fuck! Again! Another stupid, inexcusable loss.
What the hell was that?
That's Angels baseball and Bally's.
Now because Otani's pitching tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just annoying, man. Why the fuck? Man, Renfroe needs to step it up, man. He's only hitting like 100. 0.100. If runs in scoring position.
You said Renfroe?
Yeah, Renfroe, yeah.
Yeah, how many times, James, has he come up with a bases loaded or 2 men on and just double player strikeout? I've seen a lot of that.
It's a lot. I mean, we were at the game where he did it twice.
Yep.
Where he either struck out or he flew out or I can't remember, but it was that Sunday game against Texas.
Weak ass at bats again, Supra, and if you saw the bases loaded one tonight, he could have went to right field because the pitch was in the outside corner, but he's so obsessed with pulling the ball. So he popped up.
Yeah, he turns into Barry Bonds, though, when the blowout.
Yeah, this game was embarrassing. I mean, you had a playoff atmosphere there in San Diego because Gooby was saying it was a playoff atmosphere. By the way, you want some Jack in the Box tonight? So, yeah, I mean, they had an opportunity tonight on several occasions to get the lead and to just go off, and nope, nothing.
Yeah, how many stupid fucking losses we have made? Like 20? We could have been at least 20 games over 500, bro. Yeah, here we are because of philosophy. It is IQ.
I'm just saying, give me 7 of those 15 or 16 games we've blown because of philosophy, and we're in first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were right about Texas falling off. Look at them now. They're 10 for 15 for the last 25. We were right.
Well, yeah,
They were wrong.
watch what happens after the All-Star break. Texas will continue to fluster, and they're going to make panic moves like Aroldis Chapman. They're like one of the only teams making a trade this early because they're so scared. They know they have a shit show bullpen, and we knew when that hot offense would start to cool down a bit, they'd have to rely on their pitching, and it's not really working today. Look, they still gave up 12 runs and lost the game today. Yeah, they came back, but they lost a shootout with the team that they're chasing, or the team that's chasing them. So watch, dude. After the All-Star break, I guarantee you, before the month's over, Houston will be in first place. Guarantee it.
Yeah, that's true. I swear to God, this 2023 team is resembling, like the timeline is resembling the 2022 team. Because last year we were walked off by the A's, and we started going downhill after that. This year we were walked off by the Royals, and we went downhill right after that. So like just being utterly similar. I hope it's not the case, but it's looking like that.
You know, and it might be looking like that if Trout has that hamate bone fracture, or whatever they call it, because if he's out for like 6 to 8 weeks or something, and we're playing Squid in center field, we're going to be on a 14-game losing streak, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they're going to pinch hit Squid in a game where we're losing. He's going to hit a home run, look back at our dugout, pump his chest, and be like, "This is all me, dog. I'm the next Barry Bonds," and we'll break the losing streak.
I didn't know. Oh, I'm sorry. So I didn't even know Squid did that before now. It just makes me even more pissed off. Like, Squid hits like shit. And when he does it, it's just a rare homer. He's like, "Oh my God, look at me. I turned to Barry Bonds, man."
I'm telling you,
I'm turning to Ohtani.
If you can find that video last year versus the Boston Red Sox where they broke the losing streak, he fist pumps his chest after he bat flips a home run that he hit into the right field pavilion. Like he's been doing that all year. Like not even Shohei Ohtani does that shit. You know, and he hits 31 before the break. This guy's got like number 2, and he's like, "Yeah, motherfuckers." Like, what the hell's your problem, dude?
Yeah, man. I hope Trump's not injured, but it's 50-50, man. If he is, the season, I hope the season isn't over, but it's getting look like it might be over. I hope they don't trade Ohtani. They probably might. I swear they might. Ohtani looked pissed off today, even though he went 0 for 4. But he was doing well before, and they still lost. So I understand his frustration.
Yeah, I know, and to me, if the Angels season does get to a point where we're sitting back 6-7 games out of the wild card, I'll throw in the towel myself. I'm still gonna watch. I'm still gonna do the things we do. But my only thing now would be, you know, just seeing who gets to the playoffs and hoping that the Dodgers, as soon as they're eliminated, I literally don't care who wins the World Series. I literally don't care who wins any kind of playoff games or division, whatever. I don't care. I just want the Dodgers eliminated. So that's my second number 1 goal for the season. Obviously, first is to get my Angels into the postseason. If they can't do that, they're eliminated. I got to get – my baseball season does not finish until the Dodgers are eliminated. Whatever day that is, then I can come on live and play Celebration.
What happens if the Dodgers actually win the World Series? What's your reaction?
Oh, I would die. I would die inside. You know what I mean? Because like literally when they won the ring pop one, I knew it wasn't a real one. Because I always tell Dodger fans, where was your parade? If you won a World Series, I didn't see you have a parade. And they had that thing going on. You couldn't have a parade. That's not my fault. Should have had a parade. And you couldn't win in 162. Yeah. Always tell them that. And that's why they're still bitter about Houston. That's why they still haven't won a World Series since '88. So I don't sit back and say, "Oh my God, they won a World Series that year." I'm like, shouldn't have played that season. That was a weak ass season.
So you hate the Dodgers the most. What happened? Who's your second least favorite team besides the Dodgers?
I would have to say the Yankees, because I can't stand their fans because they're so damn arrogant. Like, you can call them out and be like, all right, then, because they're like 27 championships. I'm like, all right, well, who won this year? And then they'd have no idea. I can name them their entire 90s team. They don't know shit. I used to hate Oakland, but now I feel sorry for them. So I really don't care about Oakland. But and Texas hasn't hurt us that bad over the years. They've only had a little run. Seattle's like what? I'd have to say, in our division, I still can't stand Seattle. I still can't stand Seattle because of the '95 season. I haven't gotten over that shit.
I mean, their downfall though, all these years, it's kind of gotten away from me just because they didn't win in 2001. You know, and then ever since then they didn't make the playoffs until last year. Mm-hmm. So they didn't really hurt me, and for a while there.
Yeah, they didn't touch you in a bad spot.
No, that was more like Houston and then Texas.
Yeah.
Texas and then Houston.
They touched me in my private spot in '95. I've never gotten over that.
Wait, what happened in '95? I wasn't even born back then.
Well, in '95, the Angels had a 12. Picture this, Super. The Angels had a 12-game lead at the start of September, end of August, over the Seattle Mariners, Texas Rangers, Oakland A's. They were clearly in first place, one of the best teams in baseball. They were going to go head-to-head with Cleveland. All of a sudden, Gary DiSarcina, their shortstop, gets hurt. They lose 9 in a row. They win one game and lose 9 in a row again. And they blow a 12-game lead. It goes down to the last week of the season. The Angels had to win all 4 games. They pitched their best pitcher to get it twice in 3 days to get into the postseason. It was a 1-game playoff versus the Mariners. The Mariners had Ken Griffey Jr., Edgar Martinez, Jay Buhner, Randy Johnson, all in their prime. And then freaking Randy Johnson pitches against Mark Langston, the radio guy for the Angels now. And it was 1-0 on a and I took the day off of school because it was during school. And I watched with my dad. They were losing 1-0 the entire game, and I thought the Angels were going to come back or do something. But then an error led to like 4 or 5 more runs, and then the game was over, and the Angels lost on that 1-game playoff. And and I hated seeing the Mariners celebrate against the Angels. Some of the Angels were crying in the dugout because they knew they blew a golden opportunity. And at that point, the Angels hadn't been in the playoffs for almost a decade. So that's why they really wanted to win. And then they didn't win or get to the playoffs for almost another decade. So that's why it hurts so bad.
And now they're doing the same thing.
Damn.
Yep.
Yeah. What if the Yankees and the Dodgers were like in the World Series? Who do you want to win?
Go Yankees.
You hate both.
Go Yankees.
The Yankees. Oh, you hate. Yeah, I do not like the Yankees fans, man. They call Ohtani overrated, and they think he got just an MVP. So John Heyman, dude, it's annoying.
Well, you know how much
Oh,
go ahead.
Yeah? No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, you know how much I hate the Yankees, but I would take them in a heartbeat over the Dodgers.
Yeah, the Dodgers, they're once a player does bad, they just send death threats to everyone. I hate them.
Yep.
Hey, man, but yeah, disappointing loss. I hope Ohtani might get rocked tomorrow. I have a feeling. I'm just going to sleep through it and see the score. That's what I usually do when I'm just pressured. Like, if I watch an Ohtani start, if I'm, like, worried, like, how do I say this? Like, so if Ohtani's facing, like, the Atlanta Braves and I can't just watch them because I might get, like, a shock when, because they're, like, a really good team. I just sleep through it and just wake up 3 hours later to see how he does. That's what I do.
Well, record it and see what happens, and hopefully it's a pleasant surprise tomorrow, my man.
Yeah. I'll find a squid video as well.
Yeah. All right, bro. Have a good night, Supra, and happy 4th of July because it just turned 12 o'clock over here.
All right, man.
All
See you,
right.
James. See you, Todd. Bye.
See ya.
All right, that's Supra right there. May take one more phone call. You want to get back to these comments right here?
Yeah, AC saying Moniac's OPS is only 990. Gimme Ward's 690 to lead off. Eric Ward mentioning about Joey saying, we all miss Alex Curry.
It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, what's going on, Todd?
What's going on?
Hey, it's Brian Bolkin. How you guys doing?
All right. Well, we're doing all right. What about
Great, man. Yeah, hey, thank you for that math problem you solved earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to bust out the calculator, but I figured it out.
That's awesome.
I was only $56,000 short.
If he makes $58,000 in at bat, if he played 162, and he only plays like 60 games a year, which is like what he plays, it jumps up to like $120,000 in a bat or something like that.
God, dude.
Which is just mad, right? I mean that's how much a well-off person makes, right? That's just crazy for one at bat. That's just crazy. But anyways, I heard Todd say 2,000 at bat, and I go, no, that's wrong. It's got to be way more than that. So I started digging into the numbers and figured it out. But hey, I think we underestimate. Well, I don't think we underestimate, but with Neto and O'Hoppe going down, that's really hard to overcome. Okay, I mean, and then with Gio going down, it's really hard to overcome that, because Wallach and Matt Dice, they hit like 200 last year. So, and O'Hoppe's a way better defensive catcher than both them combined. So having O'Hoppe go down, I think we are struggling every day without him, and he was going to be a rookie of the year, or Neto. Having him go down, having those two guys out of the lineup and trying to replace him, we're going backwards, and I think we forget that how important those two guys, if they were, I don't even think they played together, but if they were playing together, we'd be a completely different team. And Gio is just, you could plug him in anywhere, and he was hitting like 300 when he got hurt, and missing those three guys and plugging in Velasquez and all these bums, that are backups everywhere else. We're not going to win the way we were winning, or we could win, and I think we forget that, and I don't know why we picked up the Moose when we got freaking Trey Cabbage hitting 298, okay, 21 home runs. Adele has 24 down there. I think Adele could wait till he replaces Trout. I think everyone's going to be pleasantly surprised. But we got Trey Cabbage down there, 21 home runs and 22 stolen bases as a first baseman, and we trade two young kids, a first-round draft pick and a third-round draft pick, for Moose, who I think he needs glasses. I like Mustafa. I know he won a World Series and all that good stuff, but man, I would have loved to see that kid come up. I think he deserved it, and I think we missed out on that too. I think it's just all those things happening and not happening are just it's really hurting us game by game.
Yeah, Moustakas has been swinging and missing at a lot of high pitches, doing a lot of stuff that a lot of our hitters have been doing. I would love for him to be, more like he was 3 years ago, but it's not the same. And what are your thoughts on Cabbage coming up, bro? What do you think, James?
You always mention you don't want to bring him up right now. You want it to be a September call-up.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the case. You don't put a lot of pressure on him. That's the opposite with Adele. Yeah, if you have to, bring him up tomorrow, depending on what, Trout's injury is, the severity of it. Mm-hmm. But with Cabbage, it sounds like, he's doing so well. But the thing is, When you come up here, it's not such an easy transition. You saw it work out with Neto and Ohapi, but not everyone transitions so well so fast. So that's the only thing I'm worried about. I'm hoping like next year you can bring him in, have him from spring training on, and then you groom him into the major leagues. So I'm hoping not this year, just not mess with his psyche. If he has a horrible non-hitting streak, that's going to mess him up, going into next season. So, but if we really need the help and the season is a lost, bring him up, I guess.
Yeah, if the season doesn't start tomorrow, we're going to need to. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, but if you were Cabbage, what do you got to do down there to freaking get a call-up, And then I think it could hurt his confidence, too, because, I mean, he's balling. I've never seen a first baseman with 22 stolen bases, dude. Yeah. Or, no, 23 stolen bases. I mean, I guess he can run. I mean, I don't watch Salt Lake Bees baseball, but, I mean, dude, a first baseman that can steal bases and hit home runs, sign me up. I'm in, I mean, his strikeouts to walks aren't that bad either. I don't know. I would have if you're him in the minors and then you see the Angels trade for Moustakas, doesn't that like hurt your confidence just, as well? Like what, they don't believe in me. And so then, I mean, you know what I mean? So I don't know.
I think it could do one of two things. It could do what you just said, or it could boost his confidence. Like, okay, well, I need to ball out more. I need to show these guys that they're making the wrong decision. And I think if he has that mentality, he'll be up in here and he'll flourish. I think where Adele was, I think confidence-wise, he doesn't have that kind of thin. Doesn't have that thick skin. I think he's more thin-skinned because every time he went down and they call him up and bring him down, or he struggled, he got down on himself. He didn't try to keep pushing. Now he's doing it now. He looks more different than I've ever seen him down there in Salt Lake. So maybe that last time being sent down and him being humbled again, maybe got him to turn the corner. See, I'm hoping that not only Cabbage can come up, but like James is saying, they bring Adele up, and we could really see the first time the real Joe Adele up here in the majors.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited for it if it happens. I hope Trout's injury's not bad, and I don't hope him to be hurt so we can see Adele, trust me. Yeah, but tonight's game really summed up our season in a nutshell, didn't it?
Oh, it sure did.
My goodness gracious.
Yeah, that's why I was yelling so much, because it just got so frustrating, because not only does, when I look at Velasquez, he might as well just be one of those big fat Sesame Street L's, because he just reminds me of a loss. And so when I see him out there, I get frustrated. But then the other thing that frustrates me this season is so many guys left on base, and just the incompetence of the batters in the box and the coaching in the bench. It's a clusterfuck that just is a good recipe for losing baseball.
Right. And I didn't know that Artie. Well, I've been to a few giveaways this year, but with the 25,000 giveaways, and he's doing that like every time. It's so fucking, excuse my language. I mean, it's
you can
so
cuss all you
cheap.
want, bro.
I know, but my mom raised me a certain way, so I caught myself. But
okay,
25,000 giveaway, so often on all the giveaways. That's how he treats the minor league system. That's how he's been treating the organization since he got here day one. He'll spend money on Rendon and different players. So, I mean, he's not an Oakland A's owner, but, anywhere where he can cut corners, but act like he's giving away giveaways or make the minor leaguers sleep 8 to a room, anywhere where he can get away and he thinks he can get away with it, he'll do it. And that's the problem with him. He's cutting corners with pitching coaches and all kinds of different shit, so he can sleep at night. And it's something that, is bullshit, I'm very upset about it. And, I mean, he needs to, either he's all in or he's halfway in. He doesn't know what the hell he wants to do. He's not sure if he wants to sell the team product, or he's not sure if he wants to, go ahead with it. He's not sure, and that's why he has the 25,000 giveaway, because he's halfway in. He's not sure what he wants. I don't want to spend too much money, so let's give away 25,000 because I don't know what I'm going to do next year.
Well, he's got unfinished business, Brian. But here's the thing: when Disney owned them, they lost money per year on the Angels. And you would say, well, that wasn't a good investment. No, they spent a lot. They actually had some of the best scouting. They had, they took care of their players where they stayed, because no one wants to think of a major league team being owned by Disney as a cheap ass organization. So they spent a lot of money before the rich rewards. I mean, I wish I could go back in time and tell Michael Eisner, please don't sell the team. Wait 3 more years, and all these TV contracts will kick in. All that money will be yours, and you will be making money hand over fist. Keep them and the Ducks. Do not sell those teams. And they would have came out like gangbusters with money, but they didn't. They sold too quick. They panicked. And Artie said, hey, I got to cut corners. Like you said. He cut corners, and then all of a sudden he's like, whoa, wait a minute. We're in the money. I'm still cutting corners. And then he's like, because he's like, one day I want to be able to wipe my ass with $100 bills. And you know what? That day has come already.
Right. Yeah, no, I remember those days. I'm 47, so I was at the World Series, and I'm born and bred in Anaheim. I know those days, and I'm very sad that Disney did that, because they did it the right way. They kind of had a Tampa Bay Rays mentality, but I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I mean, they wouldn't sign anyone to big egregious contracts, but they did it smart, and they had the best scouts, and you're absolutely right on that.
People in the front office were paid good. The coaches were paid good. There was never contract problems. This was a well-organized, well-run organization, and you didn't have people selling fentanyl to the players and things like that. You didn't have shady shit like that. They had this place running good.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, and they had the Ducks running good too. But when you have when your company's on the stock market, and you gotta have a meeting every month with the board holders and the presidents, and you're losing money, that's not going to fly, because you want to own a team. Once you go public, all that stuff's off the table. But yeah, it would have been great to have Disney in charge, and unfortunately we went this way. We got a good team. Our pitching's good, but I mean, we need to wake up if anything's going to happen this year. I bet my other Angel friend $100 this year that we weren't going to make the playoffs, and so I'm on the other end of it, unfortunately. Yeah. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope I lose the $100, and I hope we make the playoffs. But we need Neto back ASAP. Do you know the timeline on him? Is it like 2 weeks or something?
It's most likely the first game after the All-Star break. He'll be back.
Well, that's good news.
We just got to survive these next 4 games. So, because there's only 4 left, right? 2 with the Padres and 2 with the Dodgers. Yeah, there's only 4 games, and then you have 3 days off or 4 days off for the break. So,
well, maybe they'll send Velasquez down after that, huh?
Maybe. Depends on what happens with Trout. They might be like, we need a center fielder, Velasquez.
Oh, they better bring up Adele and not play Velasquez in center, dude. There's no fucking way, man.
Tomorrow.
Well, we've seen it.
There's no way.
We'll know by tomorrow at the latest what's going on. So,
yeah. Hey, anyways, enjoy your guys' 4th of July. I got some bangers to set off tomorrow, man. I'm right by the stadium. I mean, I got like an 85-pound grand finale fireworks, man. I'm going to set off. I'm so excited, man.
Well, if you do take some video and you don't kill anybody, send us that video so we can post it. I'd like to see what that looks like.
Okay, yeah, I will. I think I need a wide angle view to get the whole thing in there, but I'll try.
Okay, sounds good, Brian. Be safe out there, man.
All right, you guys have a good night.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, that's Brian there checking in from just outside Anaheim. Read a few more comments.
That's cool. Sebastian Aragon said, giving me flashbacks from last year's downfall. Perry, please make it stop. AC mentioned second half schedule too tough. They won't hit 75 wins, and I had 81-81.
I was honking my honk at 89. So
Eddie Perez says, will you guys have a post-game show during the NFL season?
Well, I do that one with Carlos. We do one on his page, which is Out of Bounds.
Out of Bounds, yeah.
Yeah, we recap football and talk about football and every team, go down every sport, every box score and give our predictions and where we were right and wrong. And then you're on that other sports.
Oh, God. So, yeah, there's Coast to Coast Network. There's the MI6, IM6 networks. Talk about sports and football and mainly football and basketball. I was supposed to do an NBA free agent show tonight, but I was like, no, I want to yell about, well, not yet.
I want to hear Todd.
I'm never in the studio when I do this, and yeah, I just felt like this was the right move. Yeah, Eric Ward was mentioning to Joey about we all miss Alex Curry. I think everyone misses Alex Curry and her close friends. I've never seen her close friends, but yeah.
Those close friends.
Oh! I thought they were talking about her eyes.
Her friends are usually chest high to her. You know what I mean?
Okay. I never really noticed, honestly, because I never wanted to hear her. I just she was too positive, man. Yeah, Ryan mentioning Gooby is too positive as well.
I think he's hanging out with Magic too much.
Magic and deep, Magic all the way. Magic lays it in.
Yes.
R. Martinez says teams are insufferable. The Dodgers, the Yankees, and Yankees and the Dodgers. So
yes.
Both. Showtime Dodger fans says Yankee fans also called Ohtani overrated. The Dodger fans did too, I recall. Mm-hmm. Just an option said Ichiro is great though. Yeah, I didn't say anything about that. Ken Griffey Jr. was one of my favorite players growing up. So yeah, there you go. Mateo said I have a feeling that tonight will be a good night. That the Angels will give Ohtani run support. He also says, so the reason why Moniak doesn't play against lefties because he is 1-44 against them.
I don't believe that. I've seen him get some hits.
AC says, whoa, buddy, we don't steal bases over here.
We don't.
Just say Trout is out. Matt's saying stealing bases. Wait, stealing? That's illegal. Tell them no stealing. Well, LA, whatever. Matt says balls, and Angels incompetence.
I hear that all the time.
I was pretty cocky. I want balls and
incompetence.
Hammer, Grills saying Hammer, are those fireworks in your pants or are those the other dudes your friend Matt making those fireworks in your pants?
Jeez.
Oh my God. Just an option saying I was at the World Series too.
Yep.
Hammer saying, no, it's going to be girls in my pants tomorrow. And we will be lighting fireworks off and just stuff like that. Oh, yeah.
Really? I mean, girls in his pants? I don't know.
I'm so wasted.
Grillmaster saying, what's a World Series? And play Moniak. It's your boy saying has Big 20 called in. He called just before 11:50, I want to say.
Yeah, he let us know how many minutes. He was counting down 4th of July like it was January 1st.
And the band Tunnel Vision he was listening to at the party where we could barely hear him. Grillmaster says, go Eagles. Ryan says, that's why I hate load management. Injuries can happen at any time to anyone. See what happened to Trout yesterday.
I agree. And you being a Clippers fan,
oh, God.
All year they were like, got to rest George, got to rest Leonard. Look what happens. They both miss the playoffs. Just play these fuckers every game. Like I understand you give a guy a day off, a position player, after maybe if they play all week, you play 6 games, you play 5 games, give them a game off. I get it. A relief pitcher? No. You're pitching 2-3 days at the most, and then you could sit down. Not this 1 day on, 1 day off crap.
Grillmaster says we are Alex Curry's closest friends with her 69 boyfriends and her husband. You mean Stephen Curry, not Seth. Well, who knows? Hammer says go Seahawks.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Wow, winning.
I didn't know he was a Seahawks fan.
Yeah.
Grillmaster says don't light fireworks. That's dangerous. Well, it's going to happen anyway. Just don't do what that Jason Pierre-Paul did and lose a couple of fingers.
Yeah, if you ever get to see Jason Pierre-Paul, if you Google that hand, dude, it is disgusting.
Everything's
Yes!
You won't be
got
saying
a
that.
Big club on his on his hands.
But then when they showed the original hand, the bone was exposed.
That's right. Yeah.
And they say that is like one of the worst Like if you ever have a catastrophic injury where the skin is exposed to where your bone is exposed, it's something like if oxygen hits your bone, it like gives you this horrific pain and sensation. It's the oxygen from the air is not supposed to be on your touching your bone, and when it's exposed like that, holy shit!
I can imagine that. Yeah, Eagles say or Matt saying, "Don't be JPP. You're down with me." Big Hammer saying, "Guess what's cracking? My first Shirley Temple of 4th of July." Oh yeah.
Yeah, you and them Shirley Temples. Wink, wink.
Grandmaster saying on Jimmy Kimmel mean tweets they compare JPP hands to cat piss or something like that.
That's why Jimmy Kimmel's not funny.
I don't like
cat piss and fireworks. I don't get that.
Celebrities and narrative.
No, I can't stand that. Dude.
We said the N-word a lot today. No, not that N-word.
Narrative?
Narrative.
Okay, good.
Or
Yeah,
yesterday.
don't get us canceled. There are a few words that can get us canceled. That's one of them. We don't want to say anything that Cox in the Outfit said too. So.
No. We love Otani here.
We gotta lay off those high ones.
Hey, kid! Lay off of those high ones.
I like the high
Oh,
one.
no wonder I hate.
Mule!
No.
Nag.
Oh my god.
In lonely hours, the tears devour.
Here we go. Here's the hook.
And I wanna stand with you on a mountain.
Where do you want to go?
And I wanna bathe with you in the sea. And I wanna lay like this forever.
Until when?
Until the sky falls down on me.
It just fell down.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
I feel like I was on the coast. Love songs on the coast. And it's 63 degrees along.
The coast.
The coast.
It's 12:23, bro. This has been a long ass show.
I didn't realize it, but Ryan says getting his Cherry Pop Q Savage Garden song. Grillmaster is saying, "Oh, Jimmy Kimmel. No wonder we're opposite." He says Kimmel's awesome.
Can you
Big 20? I mean something else.
Can you check that stat, Moniac? I don't believe he's 1 for 44.
Moniac 144 versus lefties.
Because even if he is, that's still better than what Wallach's doing lately. You know, and what Squid's done in his career. Because I still am saying,
how dare you?
To Nevin, dude, for not starting him. I mean, still he's a freaking stud in that lineup, dude. He creates things for the Angels. He doesn't take away like certain players like Ward. You know, like it doesn't matter. And if you don't know,
smart thinking.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Exactly, G.I. Joe. I'm gonna get more of those G.I. Joe ones too, because I freaking love those.
I know my brothers watched, but I never did.
Oh, I love those, man. I never really watched those because I was more of a Transformers guy. But Angel Central says balls, and Pete Soto.
Oh,
you mean the racist?
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and
Pete Soto. By the way, I know Angel Central really misses Pete Soto and his Sunday League videos. I mean, those were amazing with his fake outrage and jokes over there at first base. Wow, that was amazing videos he would put up.
Well, right now, all I have is 9 at-bats versus lefties, and he struck out 3 times.
Ryan's backing that up. He says 0 for 9 this season.
Yeah, that's what I have.
And 1 for 33 career. That's still not a big enough sample size because remember, most of that stuff happened when he was in Philly and he was struggling. So you really can't base it off what he did in Philly. I think he gets a new, he's 0 for 9 now, but come on now.
Eventually, you just have to put him out there, Hammer says, I want to get a girl tomorrow on the 4th of July at the beach or at night. Careful. Just an option saying, hey, I grew up with Coast in high school. Yeah, I grew up definitely with that and before. I would stay up all night long, with all the stuff going on. Definitely. Mateo says, circus music for the offense yesterday.
Oh, yeah, circus music was... All right,
Hammer says, yes, sir, Transformers and balls, and Otani and Trout.
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and
Otani and Trout.
Usually 007 says today's pitching matchup is going to be good. Otani and Musgrove.
You said the O word, so that's how
I did. Was it? Mateo says, I guess I get a honk for the Moniac comment. And Grillmaster says people in his neighborhood blasting fireworks. Well, that's what happens.
That's, when it's 4th of July.
Mateo says balls, balls, and balls. And James.
I was pretty cocky. I went balls and
James! Lil Wayne says hammer. Loose girls equals STDs. Be careful. The more you know.
Smart thinking.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Grillmaster saying, why are people so GD stupid? Let people sleep. Well, that's just,
Nobody works anymore. You know that.
Coast 103.5 Grillmaster says, go to Mosaic, James. It's beautiful that you can draw a mosaic from it. Stop. Drums.
So stupid. It's getting late, isn't it?
We've spanned 2 days.
We have spanned 2 days.
I think I've seen you for since 9:20 a.m.?
Yeah, I said it yesterday, and I'll say it again.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
Hammer saying, yes, sir, Otani and Joe is going to be sick. No. Okay. Mateo says, this will be the last one. Balls, balls, and Hunter Renfroe.
I was pretty cocky. I went balls and
Hunter Renfroe.
Grillmaster saying, yeah, this show's been a 2-day incredible experience. So, yeah, thank you again for letting me do all the shows here today. My throat's gonna hurt. AC says balls, 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 and Hunter Renfroe over 3 runners with scoring position.
Exactly. We've had a tough one, tough couple days or couple. This last homestand, and then now it's been
the
bad.
end is near. Get ready for the worst of it, and we saw that with Trout getting hurt yesterday, and we'll see what the news comes up today when we all wake up, if we ever get some sleep. Obviously, Grillmaster will not with the fireworks going off.
Real quick, I think this sums up the Angels season right here. If you think about it, just think about this soundbite.
Like having sex. It's a painstaking, arduous task that seems to go on and on forever, and just when you think things are going your way, nothing happens.
See? So
that's great.
I think that sums up the Angels season, right? So, well, for ToddFox and Big Game Pregame James, we'll have a good night, everybody.
Later.